Hey, I'm Michael Denicola.
I'm Megan Lennius.
Hey there, I'm Midream LA.
I am Samuel Tucker Young.
And I'm Mecabad. Welcome to Creative Casters.
And you turn and Seven just...
What?
That's worse than a dragon! I saw you painting that, and I disapprove, Seb.
It was an age where time did not exist. The age of the gods. Discord came, and the gods waged war amongst themselves for supremacy. The crumbling worlds led to the collapse of creation. But creation fought back. Time appeared, imposing its curse to the vain immortals. If they dared to reappear, they would suffer the punishment and be forever forgotten. Thus, the age of the gods ended. However, Dominion holds a grudge. After thousands of years in exile, the gods continue to wage war through their incarnates. The balance is once again under threat. The curse of time is fading. The ultimate age has come.
All right.
You guys missed some real silly.
Well, welcome everybody to episode 9 here on Creative Casters. Good luck. Don't tell. So last we left off, our intrepid adventurers had finished talking with Captain Garrus, who we spoke of a lot of things, the dealing with this maelstrom, the council meetings he had been having, that he also spoke with Archon, involving everything you guys have been uncovering and kind of figuring out, everything tied to this cult, everything with recovering and rescuing your fellow guildmate Asbjorn, and kind of plans for the future. He gave you a bit of direction, and kind of urged you to lay low for a while, that the Duke himself was going to be issuing a decree sometime around midday today. This morning, got up and ate, spoke with Obkrin, formulated a bit of a plan to each other, and after realizing after previous night's events, Emmett, that some of your stuff had been stolen, and kind of pinning down who it was on, decided to search for these children and what happened to your missing belongings. After some asking around and eventually kind of tailing your assailants to this place known as Artisan Artworks, come to find it was a local tattoo shop in the lower city, run by these 3 dwarven brothers, namely the one that you spoke with up front was Goran. He let you all, after some persuading, let you all take a look around, and Day, you and Emmett both discovered barely traceable, but definitely noticeable to your eye, some footprints leading to this one back room where it led down into this cellar. We got into a bit of a mix-up where Seven was also sneaking in from the roof, and we kind of like found each other through this back room. Seven got hit with a dagger as he fled back onto the roof with "I don't know who you are" kind of moment with Emmett.
Who is that? I've never seen that before.
The guards were called and swiftly showed up in shop, but upon their arrival, and through a bit of luck and just some random chance, down in the cellar, Emmett, you and Day actually triggered some sort of hidden lift or something that was descending down into this dark tunnel underground that leads to who knows what. Seven was just kind of laying low on the roof and could hear all the guards asking and searching around for you guys. And Day, you and Emmett are just slowly descending in this very narrow corridor on this stone floor, just down into some darkness.
All right.
Are the guards? They're all upstairs, right? Like they haven't entered into the cellar.
You guys heard them like up the stairs, and you heard them kind of shouting and talking as they came up the street and into the shop. But that was at the same time that this platform began lowering. So you can hear them kind of talking and wondering where you were and what was going on. You heard Grum shout that there was another one still on the roof, and you can hear people scrambling above. But you and they are just descending. At this point, you're a good 20 feet into this. It's almost like a well would be, or like a like a mine shaft or something. It's just narrow enough where you and Day are kind of like face to face, like in a tiny elevator, right next to each other, and you're descending down this.
A message, Emmett. Let's keep it quiet. I don't know what's down here.
I just stare at him in the eyes.
Yeah. 7, you can hear Grom and his brothers and the guards all kind of talking. And
can I message him back and say,
Shamrock.
try and get a message to 7 real quick?
Yes, you can, because you can reply to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You
can hear, you both can hear this kind of like between you, essentially, with the way you all are laid out here. You can hear this, several footsteps and some things kind of being clattered around. You can hear them telling, like, the dwarves grumbling to the guards to not mess with stuff and quit knocking things over, that there's someone on the roof. 7, you can hear a couple people like moving quickly into that room just beyond where that ladder in the hatch was, and you're just up on the roof with a bit of a wound at your side, but nothing too crazy. And it sounds like people are looking for you.
I try and message 7. 7, can you hear me?
You do not hear anything.
Nothing.
Seems like he may be slightly out of range, or the properties of the spell, and you know 7 well enough to know, but I mean, at this point you're already now 30 feet underground. There's levels of stone and everything else around. Might just have been a little too late.
All right, look at Emmett.
All right, so I'm up on the roof and downstairs in the building itself, or outside the building. Can I hear the?
You hear them all in the building itself. There are several people like on the street. You can even see off to the side, because this building was like, it's only the one story and it's pretty long. You've kind of got a left and a right, that both of them in a street. It's just different streets on different sides of the city. But it's a pretty long building. I mean, you can hear people underneath. You start to hear the clattering of like armor, and you can hear a couple guards like shouting back and forth at each other to get out of the way, and you can hear someone ascending this. Emmett and 7, finally, you guys do feel this platform that's just sliding and sliding down, just come to and it just sits and stops, and you guys are in a... Do either of you have dark vision? Emmett,
Yes,
I think you have dark vision.
I do.
And Dave,
Emmett, thank the Lord.
You do not,
I don't.
right, Dave? Okay.
No.
So,
What do I
Day,
see?
it is pitch black down here. You cannot see anything. You're right there, and you can kind of feel like the heat of Emmett's breath, just because you guys are. I mean, you were literally like 2 feet apart in this tiny opening. You can feel you can feel like the air around you as the space itself expanded up. Emmett, you are just in a small kind of, it's about a 20-foot squared room, and you can just see that there's a door. Like, you're just in this chamber, and there's just this door, and there's a large, like iron lever about 5-10 feet off to your left.
Do I see anything else? Anything on the walls?
No, walls seem bare. There's just this one door. You're in this room, and there's just
how
this
far
big lever.
down below that cellar are we?
Looking up, you can faintly see light, but your best guess it's anywhere to 80 to 100 feet.
We're 80 to 100 feet under that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a lever anywhere to make it go back up?
There's a door and a big
lever.
iron lever
Sorry, I
about 10
thought
feet to your...
I thought you were describing a lever on the door itself. My bad.
No. There's just like a lever, it's like in the ground.
I message Emmett.
And then a door.
Listen, do you really need this necklace?
It's not just the necklace, it's everything else. And I do one of these, like this, like...
What are you doing?
Is that like the ring thing?
He can't
see you, so you do that, and he's in total darkness. Yeah, that's
I
fine.
can't see anything.
I
are there any torches around us that we can...
A little.
So you feel a little pat on your cheek, and he's still right in front of you. Even if you reach forward, it's just he's right there.
They stole the ring case that we got from the tower. They stole everything. It's not just the necklace. If we don't get I want it back.
So we need to go through this.
Yeah, I don't want to do it just alone though.
Shit.
7 up on the roof is kind of scanning around, figuring out where you want to go. You can see the helmet of a guard pop up, and he kind of looks and he sees you, and you see him trying to rush and pull himself up. he's struggling a bit, but I mean, you can even hear someone below the ladder shouting at him to hurry up. And they're, I mean, he at least sees you, but he's not fully on the roof yet. So you've got a moment to kind of figure out what you want to do.
Balls. Fuck me. I guess we're gonna have to go. I guess we're gonna have to kill some guards. No, I'm kidding. Did you see Seth's face? I just wanted to see his face when I was like, "We're gonna kill some guards." Dude.
Hey, it's fine. I mean, go for it.
No,
you have a lot of guards on you, and I'd love to see a
No. I am going to try to avoid the guards.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to avoid the guards and get downstairs.
So you're just trying to like get off the building right now. You're just gonna run to one end and like try to hop down or jump down. Okay.
Yeah. Try to jump down, get back to ground level.
Dashing, bonus action dashing, because you can do that because you're a rogue. You make it to the edge, and as you are sprinting for the edge of the building, you look down and you can see there's a couple people that even their heads shoot up and they just see you on you just run up to the edge of a building and you're standing on the edge of it. There's enough of a space on the walkway where you have a clear landing and you can hear just this this crash kind of back behind you. You look around and turn and look, and the guards have disappeared, and you can hear one shout at the other yelling to get off of me, you big idiot. What? Definitely seems like the one dude who was struggling rolled a natural one and fell down the ladder.
Hey, got him.
Yeah. So,
all right.
At least for the time being, you're not being immediately pursued. Why am I all blurry? There we go. My camera's freaking out.
You're too powerful.
Too powerful.
Too strong.
Too powerful.
That was the days of the guard as he's coming to from his fall. But yeah, you heard them.
Value.
You heard them fall. You're at the edge of this building. You're just gonna jump down.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to maybe either whichever seems easier. As I'm looking around. Is it easier to jump down a drain pipe? Is there a fire escape, a ladder, anything?
Yeah, there's enough stuff where you can hop down safely enough. You jumped. And what do you want to do?
I'm going to before I storm in, I'm gonna call my old owl buddy and see if the owl can't get inside the shop, do a little recon for me, see if he can't see where they are, because I mean obviously I haven't seen them leave, right? And I haven't heard anything from Austin.
Correct.
So I'm going to try to find what the hell happened to them, because
Okay. So you're gonna pop Allie into existence and send him inside. You kind of push the door open. You just see him take off inside, and you're just gonna kind of go ahead and roll perception with your owl for me. God damn it. Go ahead and roll perception. So it'll be at advantage with a +2.
I always forget that you have that stupid.
I can never forget because it just pops up.
No.
The door opens and you
that
just
is
see.
That is canon. That's the face it makes.
Can you guys see it? 14.
14. Okay.
And then
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Okay, so you push the door open, it's in your eye, and you kind of take a knee for a moment up against the building and jump into the vision of your owl. You're very GoPro style, just swarming around this shop. You can see that there are 3 guards in this back room, 2 that are helping a third one up and kind of shoving at each other and blaming each other. You can see there's 2 others that are just over talking to the dwarves, and there's another who's kind of watching the door, and you can see him as he just kind of looks up, and he goes to half draw his sword as he just sees this owl that just darts past him. You can see the dwarves rounding the room. Everybody's in here. There's 9 people in here. 3 dwarves, 6 guards. Everybody's in there. It's a fairly open shop, and the guards are kind of collecting themselves, and now they're all wondering what the hell an owl is doing flying around in the shop.
Right. Wait. So the owl can see all the people, but has no idea where the fuck.
You do not see Day, and you do not see Emmett either. Yeah. You can see there's there's the back door that's open where the guards had fallen, and you jumped out of the ladder. It's one where the ladder and the hatch is. You can see another door that's open with stairs going down to some other room. That's all you see.
Shit.
Day and Emmett, you both distantly, but at the top of that long empty corridor, you can hear all this shouting. You heard this guard fall. You can hear him yelling at each other. You hear people complaining about an owl being in here and that they have to find this guy, and people are it sounds like 9 people and are clamoring upstairs with whatever the hell's
I
going on up
tap
there.
Day on the shoulder.
Okay.
Yes, Emmett.
I cannot message you unless you message me, so I'm going to tap you on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Well, he's messaging
Yeah,
you, and
I
you
know.
can.
That's why I
hear it in-
messaged him after he
Perfect.
said, yeah.
Okay.
So what's up?
Do we
What's up?
wait? Are we waiting? Are we waiting for them to come down? Are we doing this alone?
I need to be able to see something.
Do you have any torches? I would have them, but they got stolen because everything I have is with the little pirates.
Let me check my bag real quick. I don't think I have any torches.
You do. I'm pretty sure every adventuring pack has one. So.
Oh.
Do you? What kind? Do you have any kind of? I'm sure you have some. There's always a choice of some type of adventure. Even if you don't, we're gonna say you have 10 torches.
I have a Dungeoneer's pack.
Yeah, you have 10 torches.
Fuck
So
yeah.
you rummage through your bag for a bit, and you do find a couple of torches and a small tinderbox where you can, and you get a torch. Now able to see in this room. You're in this small 20-foot room. There is a door. There's a large iron lever on some kind of mechanism coming out of the floor, off to your guys' side, and there's just this big hole that you ascended down in.
Do I see any markings along the hole? Just curious.
Looking to where up to where you can see, not really. I mean, everything is very clean cut work stone. This is definitely not. I mean, this was built. You're not sure how old it is, but
do we see these kids' footprints?
There's no markings. Looking around, you don't notice any footprints down here, but you
It's
remember
clean.
very distinctly upstairs, especially when you're looking in the cellar. The whole reason you found like around the platform part that descended that you guys were on is where the footprints like kind of end, and they're there, but you don't see any further footprints down below here where you are now.
I'm gonna give Day like a little nod, and I'm gonna slowly walk across to the door, checking for traps. Just taking my time leisurely, just in case, like the floor.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
7. I do not have great investigation.
I mean, looking around, you don't really see anything. You don't notice any pressure points or traps per se. Seems okay. There's just the door and this lever, and that's really it.
I'm gonna slowly put my hand on the door handle.
Okay. You touch the door handle, and you're holding a door handle.
I message him. Wait.
What's up?
Step back a little bit. Step back.
I take my hand off and step back.
Okay.
I'm so
That's
scared.
about 10 feet.
I cast Mage Hand to open the door instead.
I step back even more.
So you see this small, like, blue spectral hand kind of.
Should we douse? Should we douse the? I point at the torch.
That's fair, but this is happening. So you see Dave reach his hand up, and a kind of mirrored blue spectral hand comes out of his, carries forward, grabbing onto the door handle, and he turns it, and you hear the click as the door opens, and you go to push it forward. The door opens a bit, like a crack. The door's like just heavy enough that your mage hand can barely open it, but yeah, I mean, the door opens, and it's dark beyond. There's a little bit of your torchlight that bleeds through this crack and into the room past, but you guys would have to like get up there or just push the door all the way open.
Well,
It's up to you.
I walk to the doorway and I try to see what I can see, even just through the crack. I don't know if I'm sure I can't see much.
Okay, you make a perception check for me as you're peeking through this.
Not bad. 16.
Okay, you kind of get up right by the door and like peek through this little gap. And looking around, it seems to be like a big open hallway. You can make out there's a couple pillars. Again, this looks like very purposeful. It's built with intent. Like these are constructed stone columns. It's old, but I mean, it's are you in the sewers? Are you in, like, it's hard to tell. You don't really see any like waterways or anything like that per se, but again, you're just peering through this little crack. But you can make out some other room that carries on for a while, and you notice a couple of columns, and that's about it.
No people that I can.
Not that you can see through this little crack right now. No, you don't see anything.
I meet Day's eyes, and then I slowly push the door
open.
Yeah, to see
All
more.
right. He kind of looks back at you, Day. You see him push this door open as the light kind of bleeds over and out into this room, filling just a little bit and actually giving you some vision where this dim light is bleeding over. You can see there's this wide hallway with several like pillars kind of going down it, just bleeding into this other chamber. 7, you notice that there are several guards who are now like clambered back to their feet. You can see a couple who check further beyond in that back room and are looking around. They're all shouting to each other to find him. There's a couple that do try to ascend up onto the roof again. And the Dwarven Brethren, as well as the other guards, seem to be chasing after this owl. Just trying to like just grab it or shoo it out.
Can I maybe I'm assuming I'm lurking out of sight, maybe around the building while this is going on.
Out of sight of the people inside the building, sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna cause I'm gonna see if maybe I could get around to the back of the building, if possible. Cause a kind of like we did on the docks that time. As loud an explosion-y, maybe a crashing kind of noise outside.
Just with the loudest possible noise.
Yeah, for minor illusion, as loud as minor illusion can get outside. Like I think you said, like a piano crashing or something.
To get to the back of the building, you would have to like climb back up onto the roof again. And your owl saw that there were a couple guards that were climbing up to the roof.
Right.
You absolutely can. It's just up to you.
So all right. So maybe try to take cover wherever the noise is. I would rather, I would like them distracted so I can maybe try to get around them.
Where are you trying to make this noise happen? Because you are currently you're like by the front door to this place. You're just not inside. You send your owl. So you're in front of it. You're in a storefront, and there's, there's probably a couple people. You can't tell because you're in owl vision, at least for right now. But there's a couple people who are like, looked at you. You jumped off the roof, sent an owl into a building, and now have glowing eyes sitting up against a.
This is gonna look weird. All right, so
weirder, but sure.
So, all right, if we're standing outside, if I'm gonna move away from the front of the store, and maybe like down the block in the opposite direction that I'm in, right? If the sound is coming from the left, I want to be on the right. Maybe see if I can't find a cart or a horse or something to kind of get in between anybody's direct line of sight and me. And I want to see if I can, cast a minor illusion in the form of sound and commotion outside.
Okay. Yeah, so you come back to, you see a couple people who are just kind of quizzically like staring at you. And behind you, you can hear just some muffled voices and things being knocked over, glass breaking, as you can hear people, "Come here, you stupid." And you dart through the crowd, make it past like a horse and a cart. Yeah, you just kind of weave through and blend in for a moment. And in this haste and bit of commotion, you release this cantrip to have this just thunderous cry. It sounds like a cart, like a wheel coming off, and it like tipping over and smashing to pieces. It's a large group of people in the crowd, all kind of. You can hear some gasps and shrieks, people bumping into each other as they all move and turn and look to see what happened. The horse kind of gets startled for a moment, and has to be pulled to the side. There's just this big crash in a busy street in the middle of nowhere, even though no crash happened. You can hear there's more panic and stuff happening on the streets immediately than it is outside. You don't know, or you can't really hear or see anyone from the shop appear just yet, but there's a small bit of pandemonium in this immediate area where the sound released about 60 feet up the street past you, where you can see where just boom. Emmett and Day, you guys are in this long you can see into this long corridor. Emmett, you namely can see a little farther down, just at the edge of your vision. You can see with the aid of this light kind of giving you a bit of sight. There's this long hallway, and at the end of it there is a door. There's just this door, seems to be barred, and you can you see a door all the way at the end of the hallway, and there's just these columns running kind of down the center of the room. It's just a big wide hallway.
No markings on the walls, no tapestries, nothing to give off maybe some semblance of what the hell this is.
Just a bunch of stonework, and even looking in here, like it does look oddly like it's not like dark and dank and dirty like a cave or like undergrounds you've been in before. Dang. Like first guess of maybe like, oh, this could be the sewers or something. This is not. This is like almost like clean polished tile or stone would look like. This whole place looks very like this isn't a This isn't some like old building that got buried and built on top. Like this is here for a reason. You just have no idea what that is right now.
I look at Day and
All right, Emmett. What are we doing?
this room. You notice anything different about it? It doesn't seem even that old. It seems like it was built for some sort of purpose.
Even as the door is pushed all the way up, and you two, Day, now realize that it looks like like it's either kept up with or like it's this kind of smooth, like polished, almost.
Well, this city is.
It's not ornate per se, but it's just it's worked stone. There are stone columns that were built, that were put here. You can't quite see the door at the far end. You can see about halfway into this hallway. Emmett, with your light and his dark vision, can see the full length of the hallway.
There's a door at the end of the hallway. I don't know if you can see it or not.
I say we make it to this door and keep an eye out on the way there. This city's built on top of another city, or so the stories are told. So I don't know what else.
You both have that knowledge of that. I mean, yes, the lower city and upper city are named. Cadwell in itself has ascended figuratively and literally. The city is built up on top of itself. It's possible this is just old, but even if it's just, it doesn't look old. And if, like, given where it's at and if it's this far buried by other stuff, if it's that old, someone's still using this.
From my history lessons growing up, can I take a guess at all of, like, where we are in the city of Cadwallon, of, like, what may have been here 100 years ago, 200 years ago, whenever the city was built on top of it? Is that...
You can... I'll allow you to make a history check, but I'm going to put it at disadvantage because you grew up in the upper city.
Right.
You don't know much about this place.
So
let alone the history of what was in the place I never went to 100 years ago.
Yeah.
2 nat 20s. Let's go.
Throw it in the box.
Nat 20. Sam, I'm imbue you with my luck.
That's a 9 and that's a 1.
Yeah.
Nope, didn't work.
Thanks, Mike.
No idea.
Sam,
being down here, that's why I'm like, you still, maybe this is part of the sewers. Maybe this is like an old storage place. I mean, you remember you got here from the cellar where they were storing their casks of ale and stuff.
Do you remember anything, Emmett?
Your best guess, Emmett, is you're somewhere underground right now.
No. I have no
All right,
idea
well,
where we are.
we gotta get your stuff back, so let's figure this out. All right,
All right. We shouldn't... Should we put the lift back up?
No.
We should keep it open.
We need it here. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Just in case we need to run. All right,
I'll cast disguise self on myself to look like Jet.
Okay.
Oh, you smart boy.
Oh, you slide dog.
So you see him kind of like wave his hand over his face for a moment. You can see him like patting his hands together and kind of like brushing himself off. And as he's doing this, you could see him change. You've seen him disguised a number of times, but like seeing the process is a little different. And slowly he looks like Jet. You know it's him, especially seeing it happen. So it's almost like this weird hologram aspect, so to speak. Like it's Jet, and if you really focus and know, you can just see Day underneath. Like you know it's him, but he looks like Jet, and that's good enough to be a good first pass. Or at the very least, if you get caught or something, whoever you encounter, maybe they see this first. Who knows?
I give him a nice thumbs up.
Sweet. 7, you do hear the door kind of clack open, and you can see a couple. You see Grom step forward through people kind of running back and forth. You can see a couple of guards come out, and you see them all. One just kind of grits his teeth, and you see them draw their swords and kind of begin corralling the crowd, telling everyone to remain calm and step back, clear the way, shouting if they, has anyone seen a man recently? To which a lot of the crowd is kind of like still either in a panic or stopping them, like, you mean him? Like, what are you talking about? You can see, 4 of the guards have come outside, as well as 2 of the Dwarven brothers. What are you doing?
Fuck, man. I am going to...
These guards are pretty much occupied with, like, sating the crowd right now and getting...
Yeah, I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to sneak back in there, man. I want to see exactly what the hell happened to my friends. Why are the guards not have them? Where did they go? I know they're in there somewhere, and obviously not in the roof area.
Trying to sneak in. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Come on, babe.
Come on, Rogue. Come on, Rogue. Come on, Rogue.
Come on.
I mean, it's Mike. He's gonna.
Don't fucking
Don't
jinx
say
it.
that. Don't say that. Don't say anything.
Excuse me.
Jinx it, dude.
Just think of all those rolls during the week off stream.
Oh my god, dude. All right. Come.
Wow.
I feel like he jinxed it. All right, here we go.
On Jinx.
Oh my fucking god! I just rolled a 7, dude.
It's all my fault.
It's not your
Yeah,
fault.
but what isn't your stealth?
Yeah.
pretty-
Oh, my stealth is 5. So it's
Okay. A
what's
12.
that, 12. Yeah.
Okay.
Mother trucker.
Okay. I got an 8 and a 10. So
Oh!
you don't. I thought between the chaos and the amount of people here, right? You're able to slip through the pandemonium pretty easily. You get up to like the edge of the crowd, off to the side near the door. You kind of like you see Grom standing there and shouting at the guards from the doorway to come back and that they have someone to catch. And you can see him kind of shake his head and take off towards the guards, still telling them like, you know, you can come back. And that's your moment to kind of like you use as he pushes forward into the crowd of people to slip in. Pushing the door open, you can see that there are still 2 guards and 2 dwarves near that back table. That's about 15 or so feet in front of this other doorway. They're standing there talking, arguing. You can't tell, but you've slipped inside the building unnoticed. And like atop one of the bookshelves on the far side, you just see this white owl just like hunched over, just kind of hanging out. Seems like they gave up on trying to catch your owl because I rolled for you. And they're short.
Oh man, yeah, man. I want to like. Is there anything, man? Like, is there can I smell
This guy's so.
Sam's Emmett's perfume? Is there like any trace of these fucking motherfuckers?
Not quite. Last you remember, they were standing kind of near that table. That's where they were when you dropped down in the hole and the door got opened. And this guy threw a knife at you, and then you fled. And all this, like, it's in the same area. So if the room on the right is that back room where you were, you don't know what's on the room on your left. And the best bet is at least possibly that.
At least
room on the left.
investigating.
You don't know where.
All
right. But there's 4 people to get past, and it's a pretty open. I mean, it's a tattoo shop. There's like stations down the left and right. There's some cabinets here and there that are holding, you know, like supplies and various things. You can see where there's like a bucket and a stool and some other stuff that has been knocked over, and a couple of like shattered glass vials with some inks that are spilled.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to disguise myself as a guard.
Okay. You disguise yourself as a guard, and
now I'm going to investigate. I'm
stroll
going to walk
on
in, say, "Boy, I think I heard something in there."
See them both kind of turn and spin and look. They kind of like turn and look at you. God damn it!
Yes! Come on!
They both kind of like look to each other and look to you. What's your DC? Oh, I forget. Your DC is lower. What's your DC?
Oh, my DC is shit. Where are you on the thing? Fucking 9, dude.
Oh, okay. You can see this one guard kind of like, you know, holds his hand up for a moment and walks towards you. He's just like, what exactly is going on out? See the other guards still talking to the doors, but he looks up and he's kind of double taking you for a moment, and he like leans in, and your best guess is he's looking at you pretty hard. He might have seen through what's going on. He's just watching you right now. This one guard approaches you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's have Owly hit this dude in the face. Just
okay. You're just gonna have your owl just fly up and mess with this dude, right?
Yeah, just get him right in the fucking face, dude. Just flap it up in his shit, dude.
Okay, so this one guard walks towards you and he's like, "What exactly is going on outside? Where are the others?" And then out of nowhere, this owl just swoops down and it's just like fly by.
Yeah,
not really doing any damage, so to speak, but it's just the you see both the dwarves go, "Take cover!" and they like dive down with their hands over their heads. And this one guard is just full on like bird attacked by your owl. He's just swarming. It's just a burst of feathers. You can see him. He draws a sword and he's swinging.
Bird up, motherfucker.
Both of
Bird
the
up.
guards are just like, just leave! Stop! Please stop breaking things! One guard turns around quick. He's like, this fucking bird. Well, draws a sword. He's like, better help! And runs off towards the bird as well. So you see two guards. They're both gonna swing at your owl.
Oh Jesus Christ! That
Let's
poor
go,
owl.
Hootie.
Are you serious? I rolled a natural 1 and
Yeah.
a 4.
Oh. Yeah!
What is going on, dude?
This guy is going to swing, and you see he's just battling back and forth with the bird. He's swinging wildly. The other guy comes in and goes to like tell him to calm down and go to swinging as well, and almost gets like he brings his shield up to block the blow from this one guy. He's like, "Are you fucking crazy?" That's horrible. All right, MS.
Yeah, it's from a British comedy.
7 has fucking plot armor. Right.
Well, I mean,
Man,
whatever.
my luck today.
I've rolled single digits on like 5 or 6 of my last few rolls. That's
man. That's insane.
Dude,
God,
this is
I love
bonkers, man.
all right.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna sneak into the room.
You're just gonna let this bird chaos happen, and you're just gonna, all right, and just walk up.
Well,
Okay, you make it into this. You're kind of like you go into this room, and you're halfway down this set of stairs, and you can see it's like a cellar. There are several large, like I'm talking huge, like the size of a horse or something. These big like storage barrels tapped, and like in these racks on their sides, kind of lining the walls of this room. It's just a storage room. There's several casks of ale down here, but you notice in the center is this little kind of like 5x5, this small little square just hole in the ground.
Just a hole.
There's just a hole in the ground.
All right, I'm gonna obviously shut the door behind me. Maybe bar the door behind me.
Okay, you shut it. There's not necessarily.
Nothing.
You can tell that the door does. There's like a keyhole for a lock, but there's not like any way to bar the door per se. There's not a lot of stuff down here unless you pull something out of your bag to do so. I mean, you shut the door. That's fine, but there's like these big casks.
Yeah.
Pick one of those up and carry it up.
Can I call the owl back to me so that it's not in mortal danger with those?
You can do that. Do you want to just pop him back in to back to your side? Or you're just going to pop him out of existence. So you can, as long as he's within 100 feet of you, you can pop him into a pocket plane and pop him back out whenever you want. So right now you can just poof out.
That's insane.
Well, while he's, I'm gonna let him distract them while I figure out what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna look into the hole.
Okay. They're gonna swing one more time.
They're killing it. It's gonna happen.
There are 2 6s.
Oh, what
I don't. Yeah, I'm dead serious.
Easy.
It's not a lot. Hold on.
Bird Arc! Come on!
there's got to be more than 6.
Bird Arc.
Bird Arc!
Alze season 11.
Oh, how I
Nice.
And with the
What-
well,
wait,
I rolled
That's
6.
solid.
They probably have like a 12 to hit or something.
No, with 6s that would be 2 10.
Oh.
So swinging a miss.
Owly MVP!
Sweet.
Damn,
So
that
you
owl,
just
dude.
hear more swinging and clanging. The
It's an owl.
dwarves are basically complaining. You better name this thing. It's kicking ass.
Right.
Okay.
Bird Arc.
So, you have you peer down to the hole and you can see a faint bit of kind of bleed over torchlight. It's long. It's like 80, 100 feet down. You can't really tell, but it's just this big There's just nothing. You kind of see down. You can see a little bit of the light reflecting off of something metallic down at the bottom, and you see a little bit of torchlight, but that's it. It's just this big ass freaking hole.
Fuck, man. All right, so obviously can't. Is there anything I can? Can I? Do I see anything I can climb on? Is there any kind of a rope
not
or
really.
chain or?
You have rope in your bag, but you only have 50 feet.
And it is 5x5, so I mean, I'm sure you're.
Could you give it the shimmy?
Yes, he could.
Yeah.
It's just going to be slow going. I mean, you can also just go and kind of try and slow yourself down, and slide down it. You absolutely can. That's just up to you.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm gonna try to parkour. Listen, parkour is the name of my game.
Yeah, nice.
Parkour
Let's
down
go,
there.
Mike!
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go, 7!
So,
Right.
are you trying to
Yeah.
style parkour your way down where you're just catching yourself every 10, 15 feet so you
Yeah.
don't fall? Are you
Yeah.
trying to just be safe and slow about it? Or are you trying to parkour?
Oh my god,
You
dude.
said parkour. So
I did say
I'm
parkour,
trying
and
to say
listen, that is what seven probably wouldn't be.
I want you to go ahead and make an acrobatics check for it.
I'm not saying
Oh,
shit.
my
Oh no.
goodness. Oh my goodness, hang on. Let me get the bird out of the way so we
How
can
many
actually
healing
roll.
potions do you guys have?
No.
Not enough to survive a 100-foot fall at level 4.
Fuck me. Fuck, it's a 10.
Oh, it's okay.
It's a
Plus your
fucking 10.
acrobatics.
Oh,
That's-
okay. Oh,
Your acrobatics is like
It's
plus
okay. That's
fucking 30,
it's
right?
all right, it's 5. It's a
15?
plus
15?
5 for acrobatic. It's a 15.
Okay. Just barely. You kind of like
Oh,
you
fucking
go like
God, dude.
slide down and like you have your feet grind out of the end and stop and you kind of like
Fucking-
pull them up and then like catch yourself. You're doing like
Oh my
boy
God,
stance,
dude.
falling down the catching yourself. Eventually you get to where it
Oh.
kind of opens up and then it's only like a good 10, 15 feet to the ground. Emmett and Seven, you guys are like you've peeked through, or Emmett and Day, sorry, you've peeked through into this room, and then you hear more commotion kind of upstairs, and then you just hear this like.
Fuck.
Eventually, just kind of
I turned
out of
around.
the hole is Seven. And he's
It's
kind of
Santa
brushes
Claus.
himself off, and he's like,
It's parkour Santa.
he just kind of drops down.
That's good.
Probably gives a little. Guys,
I
yeah.
hop down and say, I say, Merry Solstice. All right, can I call back? Can I call the owl back?
Yeah, so you snap your fingers. He's out of existence. You're gonna call him back to your side, or
Yes.
just get a message?
Seven.
Call him back.
my god.
He lands and gives a little snap, and then you just see you see the owl kind of appear, and you see him like shake off and like kick out his wings for a moment. A bunch of feathers kind of go everywhere, and he just kind of turns.
I'm gonna give him a little kiss. I'm gonna give him
He like bobs away from the kiss, like
that feels about right, Owly. We got to get a
Kinda-
name for you.
Then he gives like a quick. He gives you a literal peck on the cheek, just a little.
Oh,
He's
Does he
just hanging
still
out.
look like a guard?
He looks like a guard right now.
Oh, so a guard dropped down.
A guard drops down and says "Happy Solstice," and then an owl snaps on his shoulder, which is enough to tell you guys like.
and then I try to kiss it.
Not only that, actually, both of you being this close and your passives, you know it's like it's a very shitty guard costume. It's not good. Like he got the colors inverted and wrong. He has like some weird big helmet with like horns coming off of it. That's not good. Like it's
Looking
a very
fresh.
obvious. It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's Seven.
And Day is looking like Jet,
I'm
isn't he?
Jet, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I just look at both of you and I'm just like,
Seven. We got to keep it quiet down here. We don't know what we're walking into.
Oh, okay. You got it, Professor X.
All right.
I can't.
Uh,
I give you guys the.
All right. Oh, and Seven's got dark vision too, huh?
He does. So the light is helping them see all the way forward, but the torch is basically giving you your. You've got 20 feet of bright light. 20 feet beyond that is another dim light. That's your vision range. So you can
Alright.
see 40 feet in front of you.
I start making my way through the next room. I'll slowly just checking the walls,
Okay.
see if I notice anything out of the ordinary, any traps. I cast guidance on myself as I do this.
Okay. You creep forward. I guess you guys are going in order. I'm assuming you see Emmett creeping forward in this room. You're going to follow. Yes. Day.
Yeah, I follow slowly because I can't really see a lot. I'm holding this torch, you know.
Well, I mean, you can see fine in your immediate area, and you're
30
currently
feet,
the
something
light
like
source.
that?
So it's 40 feet total. Yeah,
Oh,
20
so-
feet of bright, 20 feet of dim. Beyond that, so you can see 40 feet around you. It's a pretty good range.
Cool. Yeah, I'm following.
Okay. Sweet. So you guys are all gonna follow. Let's go
Can we
ahead and put you
be sure
down
to
there.
Oh, we're
Check
doing the thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What were you saying?
I'm wanting to go slow and like check for traps and like be in
Same.
Oh yeah. So if everybody's going slow, are we focusing on being stealthy, or are we checking for traps?
Oh,
Checking for
like
traps.
it's going to be one or the other. You can't be stealthy and check for traps and be perceptive and all that all at the same time.
I would
Right.
assume I'm checking for traps. I'm not necessarily. I'm going
yeah,
slow.
I would assume.
Okay.
I would assume a trap check.
Map time.
I know it looks like nothing right now, but that's because you guys can't see. You know where the hell you're at. What's up?
Oh. Wow.
So, Emmett, go ahead and give me investigation as you're checking for traps. If Seven, if you and Day are trying to be sneaky and follow them into the room and want to be stealthy, go for it. You can see that there's this large corridor. You can't really see anybody or anything going on.
Yeah, I'm being a snake.
Okay.
I'm checking. Sorry, I'm.
I know they are different colors, but the different colors do not mean anything. They're just not painted yet. So don't ignore that. It all look. You guys are coming in
black?
through that door. I mean, it's stonework. Don't it's
Stone,
it's
okay.
all just regular old stone.
My investigation. Is that that's what I'm rolling? It was
Correct.
14.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
So you all creep inside. Are you trying to stealth? What do you want to be doing?
I guess I'll stealth too.
Okay,
You know,
so
we're being
stealth
sneaky.
from anyone who's being sneaky.
Yeah, I got stealth, total 5.
Okay.
I got stealth. It's a 15, and what is my stealth? My stealth
It was
is
a 5, so 20 for you.
5. Yeah,
Yeah.
5, 20. 20
Alright.
for me.
You all creep into
Even when
this
I don't get
room.
20s. 20s.
Day with this torch that is lit, which is giving you the vision that you have. Emmett and Seven, I'll go ahead and just do this. You guys can see. So this is the end of the hallway. There's a door right here. That is the door you all came in. So you can see the door across the way. There's just this almost polished, very, very clean looking, kind of like tile stonework. This whole chamber, like this hallway is. The ceilings are about 20 feet up. Nothing too high. They're not like bearing down right on you, but it's decent. Like this is a big like pillared hallway with these columns going all the way down it, leading eventually to the end of this other room. There's just a doorway that is shut. There's no like small window or bars or anything. It's just a solid, big, heavy wooden door with iron bands kind of going across it at the other end of this hallway. It's kind of creepy. It's quiet. It's weird. As you all enter the room, the door does shut behind you, and you all hear there's a click. As you all enter the room, there's 2 clicks. There's a click, and then you hear another click behind you, and it is seemingly from the door.
Motherfucker.
Don't I see the doorway at the end of the hall?
Yeah, you mentioned it to
Okay.
Day. Day's the only one that can't see. Like Day, you can see to about the 3rd set of pillars here. Like you can't see the back 20 feet of the room just because the light fades beyond that. Those with dark vision can see all the way to the end. Like your dark vision is just enough range as the length of this.
Just readying my weapon, can I go to the top wall and just kind of make my way along the side, slowly checking for traps and stuff? Keep my eyes out.
Give me another investigation check as you're moving forward. Communicate to each other. Do what you're doing. We don't have to go in.
Yeah.
We're not like in initiative order.
Yeah. I'm looking at him like, I guess we're going forward now.
Yeah.
Emmett, what are you doing? What's happening?
That door just closed. I don't really want to touch it. I feel like we're going forward now.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Sure.
7.
So you all see Emmett kind of off to one side of the room, and he's searching around looking for traps.
It's a 4.
Okay. You're looking around. You don't see anything different on the walls. You don't really notice anything. You just are walking around looking.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going forward slowly.
Okay.
I want to go forward.
Sure. You just cruising down this hallway.
Yeah. You know what? I want to cruise. Can I check for traps too, even though Sam, or is that a no-go?
You absolutely can. There's not a you're checking in a different area. You see, he wanted to kind of hug the top wall, and he's been looking over here.
Right,
if you're just gonna go down the middle and look, it's up to you. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I check for traps while I somersault down the middle? Is that possible?
You can, but if you're going to somersault, you're going to be checking at disadvantage. Kind of hard to look for traps while you're
all right, no, I'm gonna.
Planting
You know what?
yourself on.
I'm not going to press my luck. I'm going to normally walk down like a regular human being.
Cool. It's totally stylish. It's only showing off for the other 2 people in this room.
Which, to be
Go
fair,
for it if you.
makes a lot of sense.
No, we're gonna keep it. No, we're gonna keep it in our pants right now.
Okay, so you're just gonna creep forward straight down the center,
Yes.
kind of between these columns, and look.
Yeah.
So go ahead and
Yeah.
make an investigation check for me. Day, what do you got going on? You see Seven start to walk. He's checking for some stuff as well. Emmett's kind of crept off. They're just.
Oh
panning
fuck
this
me,
area.
dude. That's a 4. My lucketh has run dry. Investigation. Do I have anything
Well,
in
now
investigation?
this is a new day. You still have the feat, so you have 3 uses of
Oh,
luck.
I can have luck.
Like,
That's right. I just don't. You know what?
Now-
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna use the luck.
okay.
Just in case, man. This seems dangerous. This seems dangerous to me.
I love that just putting you in a hallway seems dangerous. This is,
Oh, that's a 19.
It is.
Oh, perf.
way better. Okay. So 7, as you kind of creep forward, you notice that on these pillars lining like the center of this room going towards the doorway have several small holes down the side. There's like 3 or 4 holes top to bottom spaced out about a couple feet apart.
Where are they? On each
noticeable.
column?
Yeah, on all sides. So there's these tiny little holes
right,
on each side. So you notice that.
I'm gonna ask the owl to fly over to Sam.
Okay.
Maybe land on his shoulder.
Who's
And-
Sam?
Emmett, sorry.
Okay.
And then oh, you got a little
You
owl?
have an owl marker?
You have a little owl?
Kinda.
That's so
Oh, look at
cute.
this.
That's so cute.
I love it. I fucking
Oh,
love it.
that's
Dude.
awesome.
I stop.
Seth, you're the best. God
I
damn
stop
it.
in place and I look at my party.
I mean, you see a white owl flying towards you, and it comes up and lands right on your.
Yeah, I'm just turning around.
What's up, Seven? What's going on?
I just spotted. I'm gonna tell him I just spotted some. You know what you described to me on the columns. Just kind of.
Okay, so
You see some holes in these columns right here.
you turn and look, and now can see that all of these pillars have several small holes. There's about 4 or 5 per side, and it's on kind of every face. And you just see this little.
Thank you. I seem to have missed that. I stop walking forward.
You just kind of freeze in place.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
It's a trap.
I point at 7.
Okay.
And give him the after you.
Oh fuck! All right.
I go ahead and I use Mage Hand to press down on the floor, in between the 2 columns with the holes on them,
Okay.
on
Well,
each of the tiles.
So every pillar has holes on all 4 sides, if that makes sense. So it's like this way. Each pillar essentially put like a crosshair on it. It's pretty obvious at this point. They look like dart holes, i.e., something shoots out of these holes. Not great.
Like Indiana Jones style.
Sure. So you're going to use your mage hand and kind of like test the floor and press down on the floor.
Yeah, I want to press the floor between these 2 pillars right in front of me.
Okay. You see this small blue spectral hand come out and just palm press down onto the floor. Nothing seems. But you also know that Mage Hand is a little more limited.
Yeah.
You know enough about the spell that like it can't even pick up and hold heavy things. So if it was something like a pressure plate that maybe has a weight limit,
I think it's 10
Mage
pounds.
Hand might not be enough.
Yeah, I think it's 10 pounds.
Maybe 10 pounds of pressure max.
Sure.
Which might not be enough.
But still, that'd be like like if it was a pressure plate to set off you stepping on it, your weight versus Mage Hand is nowhere near the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not negating the check. You just see the hand down and it does nothing, but you know enough about the spell to know if it was something like a pressure plate. Now, tripwire or something, maybe if it would have hit it, but you didn't that didn't happen. You just press down on the floor. Nothing
Ooh.
seems to change.
Ooh, what if I take out my mage hand and try to press down at the same time as Austin for a little bit more weight?
So you are tandem mage hand slapping the floor.
Very romantic.
Interlocking fingers with
Yeah,
mage
your
hand?
fingers all like laced together, and you have a
you can hear the music from
ghost
Ghost.
moment. Exactly.
Yeah. I
But
called to me.
Nothing seems to happen. Emmett's still just kind of standing there with your owl on his shoulder, like.
He triggered these. What's
Wait.
triggering these?
I missed from my sound cut out, and I missed from Emmett standing there.
Yeah. I mean, you give him the go ahead, and you see Emmett kind of scanning around, like looking at the floor and the walls and these pillars a little nervously. But he's kind of, now that you pointed out, hey, there's traps, and he realizes he's a third of the way in the room, has frozen up, and is like, cool, I'm not walking. You figured. I mean, you can all see each other, but.
So there are traps here, lots of them. It's pretty dangerous, you guys. What do we do?
I don't know, you guys. It's kind of scary. Each of these pillars has holes on them. I don't know how we're gonna. Oh, we need to figure out how these are getting set off. I take my mage hand and I kind of finger one of the holes. Kind of put my finger in one of the holes, see what happens.
Yes, it's a little. It's like it's just big enough for it to fit, and I mean, you do that, nice. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna walk the path that I've already walked back to behind them.
Sure.
And I'm gonna take some liberties here and assume that I've been messaged, or like tap Day on the shoulder. I mean, like, fine, I'll play it out. I tap Day on the shoulder.
Hey, what's up, man?
Tell Seven to go forward first, since he noticed these. I mean, he has the best shot. We could just follow his path.
Seven, if you go forward first, I think we might have the best chance of getting through here alive.
Okay, I do this now.
he whispers audibly, which is still fun.
To myself.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, you guys can hear me. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking move forward. Can I walk and check for traps as I walk? Is that?
Yeah, you want to give him?
Absolutely.
You want to guide him?
I touch him.
Thank you for those touches.
I don't cast guidance. I'm just kidding.
Just touches. Yeah. There's a pat on the back. You're gonna walk forward, checking for traps. Give me an investigation check, and you can add a D4 to it for guidance.
Okay, here we go. Come on. It's a 15, and
add your D4, and then your investigation modifier.
Investigation is
so much better than mine.
Is +1, so that's a 16, and D4. Let me
get out the little mama.
Get in the little triangle. That's a fucking 4.
Yeah.
So a total of 20.
Nice.
20, man, freaking 20, one way or another.
You look around for any other kind of triggers, traps, something else. You notice all these holes on these. You make it about halfway up the room. And kind of just in front of you, almost this entire median here, so where there's the more grays, this whole line you can see, it looks to be almost like a little small, like trenched in area where the tiles are like just enough offset that you pick up and notice it, seeming like it's either some sort of separation in the room. Maybe these are pressure plates. There's definitely something. Kind of hard to decide like what they do, but you can see that it seems safe up to where you are right now.
All right.
Aside from the holes in the pillars, obviously.
I step on the same steps that
following behind
that Seven had. I'm like right behind him. Seven, why'd you stop?
I noticed something's going on here, and I point to the tiles and say, "There's some picking up some bad juju."
We are
I
going
use mage hand.
full
and press
Scooby-Doo.
down on those.
I know we are Scooby-Doo, dude.
We're full Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, straight up.
If only the owl could talk.
Hey there, Seven.
What, Raggy?
All right, I take Mage Hand and I try to press down on one of these tiles.
Okay.
I do the same with my mage hand.
We double Mage Hand press, and nothing happens. There's no chain.
Damn it.
Looking at the holes,
Can I
how
tap Seven
high
on the
up is
shoulder?
the lowest hole?
The holes are spaced out about 1.5 to 2 feet apart. So there's one that's like middle of your shin, like knee height, and then another one that's about waist height, and another one that's about.
So if we lay down, we could probably sneak by these things.
It's possible, but that's assuming they're just going to fire out exactly linear. I mean, it's not quite that mechanical. You don't know too much about. You know enough to know, like, laying down. If something is shooting at you, it's way harder to hit. So
If it's a spray,
it could help, right? Something could spray out of there. You don't know that it's a dart. You're not sure.
Oh.
A hole.
man.
I
You
wasn't
don't know.
sure of that.
You could set something up and maybe like water or sand starts shooting out of there and filling up this room. Like, you don't know what's going to happen.
Great.
Oh.
But yes, if something were to fire out of these holes, dropping prone or crawling underneath them would make you harder to hit if that were to be the nature of it. You are not a trap maker. You have not been here before. You do not know.
Jinkies.
Oh man. Is that 10 feet across roughly?
It's 10 feet across, literally.
Okay, perfect.
Each square
It's
on the
5
grid
feet.
is 5.
Cool.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'm like 7.
Yep. Let's do it. Oh, hey! Can I implement a thing in case we get split up later, or for whatever reason? I need to give you guys a message. I would like to use my owl as a yes or no, just to give you guys a warning in case like something happens and I don't know, for some reason I can't talk to you guys. I'm gonna do a mass that way. Hey, check it out. Here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna try this out at some point.
just
What I'm
saying
saying
all
is,
this out loud?
you're having this conversation with them right now, right?
I'm
fine with
whispering.
that.
I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like real careful.
Does anything happen?
He's whispering. You guys
Yes,
freak
he
out,
spoke.
but he's whispering.
Austin was yelling at us before.
What are you doing?
I thought it was okay.
No, he's been messaging. Why are you whispering?
I thought he definitely talked to us before. I'm pretty sure.
I look at the door. Is it moving? Is anything happening?
Both doors are shut.
All right, here's what I'm thinking, man.
Thank God. Yeah, whisper away. Whisper.
So
Talk to me.
So I'm gonna use. If you see the bird, it's gonna be one peck. 1 peck for yes, 2 pecks for no.
Sweet dreams,
You know,
sweet cheeks.
So
I say.
Can we do the opposite of that?
what?
I hate you, Sam.
One is no
one-
and 2
one-
is yes.
I totally got it, but I hate you.
That was a Los Campesinos reference.
It's a Los Camp reference for all 2 of us in here.
Yeah.
Don't-
Maybe
don't
Sunny
say that.
knew what it was too.
Yeah. Sunny, if you're watching, there you go.
Wait, why do you want? Wait, 2 for no, 1 for yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is
That
that?
sounds right. 1 yes, 2 no.
No.
Yeah. Okay. No.
1 no,
yes,
2
no.
yes.
All right, we all
One no,
vote on
2
it. We don't have
yes.
time for
All
this.
right.
We don't have. This is such. If you
I'm
want
telling you,
1 yes,
that's
2
how
no.
it is. That's how it goes.
If you want
Hey,
1
let
yes,
me
2
write
no,
this
raise your
down.
hand.
1 yes, 2. Yeah, 1 yes, 2 no. No is bad.
No.
2 out of 3.
It's a very
Two out of
delayed
three.
hand raise.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. It's a 2 out
Ah,
of
you
3.
guys
All right,
doing it
write it
wrong.
down.
Okay, fine.
1 yes, 2 no.
1 for yes, 2 for no. I wrote it down. I wrote
Okay.
it down on here. You
Okay.
guys.
Wait,
So
did
I
you
know.
just?
I feel like it's canon that 7 has like his own little. He pulls out a sticky note and writes. It's like, I'll remember that for later. And just tucks it away in a pocket. Like you were literally walking around with a
There's a little parchment. Okay.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
a little. Hang on.
Are you gonna jump this? You're gonna jump it.
I'm gonna
right?
I'm gonna
You're gonna
jump
jump
this,
it.
but
All
you know,
right.
just in case for later. If you get 2 pecks, and I don't
It's a
want
no.
for one reason we can't talk, then no, or something's
I'm
gone
telling you,
bad.
2 packs is yes. 1 pack is no.
Not
We
anymore.
voted.
We're
We
changing
voted.
it. It's
We
a no.
voted.
That's how it is, though.
And what? And what? That's not how it is. It's 1 yes, 2 no.
We're mixing it up now.
Makes it, I guess. Oh, if that's how it is, it's confusing for the people that know that that's how it is, and now we're switching it up on them so that our secret language is even more meta against their secret language.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm making these hand motions, but I agree with
He's
everything you
excited.
just said.
I'm scared. Where the fuck are these little pirates?
So
I'm gonna try to make this jump now.
7,
Okay.
you're going to attempt to jump over this pressure plate immediately in front of you.
Here we go.
7.
Are you doing a standing jump, or are you going to back up and like get some momentum and run and then
I'm gonna
jump?
try to get a little momentum, a little run jump.
7. I don't usually think this is a good idea, but this is a perfect time for a front flip. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say.
I'm gonna try to put a little stake on it because why not?
Okay. All right. So you back up, you run forward, and you're going to make a jump. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
It's a 16, and acrobatics is +5, so that's 21.
Perfect. Okay. So
No
you
guidance.
all, you
No guidance.
guys see 7 walk back.
He doesn't need.
He just kind of looks at you guys, gives you a quick little thumbs up, and you just see. And he just. Let's see. You can.
You have to do the front
clear-
flip. Do the front
You
flip.
front flip over.
I wish I could front flip.
Yeah, there you go.
All that. What was the skateboards back in the day?
Dude,
Other decks?
All the
Great
tech
tech deck.
All the tech practice coming in handy. Live on the
All right.
internet.
You front flip forward, and as you land 7, you hear. What do you do?
Oh wait.
I hear
you
what?
Wait,
You cut out.
you cut out.
No,
That was the one.
7, as you land, you hear click. What do you do?
Oh, there's a click.
Oh,
We didn't hear the click part.
This is a way I'm doing traps to where it's inherent enough to realize if when you set off a trap, a door, a lock, whatever, if something is trapped and it sets off, I'm going to give you a click. This
Right.
is your
No,
chance
It wasn't.
to do
It wasn't.
something.
It wasn't that. It was probably a push to talk thing. We
Okay.
didn't hear the
Sure.
word
Yeah, that's
click.
fair.
That's all.
Yeah, you said
That's
you said
fair.
7,
So-
you landing. You're here.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. No, it's all.
So
yes.
It's all good.
You land,
Yeah.
you land, and you hear like you land, and then there's a click, and like you sink in just a bit, like a couple inches. The floor clicks in.
We all hear it.
No, 7 hears it.
Okay.
You see 7 jump and land. He just front flips
Yeah.
over. 7 lands
Can I-
and hears click.
Can I fucking like do like a fucking tuck and roll or freaking? I hear the click and try to do my best to dodge out of the
You're
way.
on
of
your.
the-
Do you want to just dodge? Is that you're trying to
Yeah,
like
just
roll to the
dodge.
side? Okay.
Right. So
So
land.
you all see 7 land left or right.
I'm gonna roll right.
Okay. You land. Your right is like that way. By the way.
Yeah.
Right is up for you. So you land. You roll to the
Oh,
right.
man.
I'll just let you roll out of the way. So you see him land, and then you see him like tumble sideways behind one of these pillars. Simultaneously, as that happens, back off in this corner, Emmett and Day, you guys hear from the ceiling just this, like something sliding open.
Oh.
God damn it.
Fuck.
What is that? What is happening? What is it?
You heard that too, 7. At least you heard the rumble and something like. Oh,
I move down and try to jump across on this side, and not like to try to jump across
What?
and not land where he is.
I back up to the door.
Okay. Day's gonna run back up to the door right here. Emmett, what?
I want to go down 10 feet and then forward to try and leap across, but not land in the middle where
Towards-
he landed.
Towards 7.
Yes.
What is?
Yes. Sorry. I guess.
So
my head's
you want to
backwards.
move here towards 7. This is the pressure
No.
plate
So
that
I'm
we
gonna
saw
go
that he.
effectively. I would like to move left towards the most southern wall, and jump
Okay.
Oh.
and leap across
So
down.
you want to be like down here and
Yes.
jump down on this side.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So I don't
interesting.
land where he landed.
Okay. Are you trying to be all styled, or are you just running? And
No, I need to make the leap. I gotta
Okay.
have AR. I'm
What
just
is
trying
your
to jump.
what's your strength score?
A 16, like overall
Yes.
16.
Okay. So easy enough that because strength dictates how far you can jump.
Oh,
You can easily jump like over a 10 or 12 foot obstacle that's a low wall, or just like in this case you're trying to not land on that part of the floor. You could do that fine. So you run, you jump, and you land like right here, no problem. The owl's with you. You've made it past this line.
Go
You,
away.
you just jump and you land.
Stop. Leave me alone.
Day over in your corners. You run up to the door. What are you doing? You're just back by the door. He backed up. You saw him run forward and jump. You can hear his armor clanging, and he lands with a jingle jangle.
We heard rocks sliding against each other in this northeastern corner up here?
Up here, it sounded like from up in the ceiling you heard something. Same kind of sound like when you were on that lift that was like descending down and then like locked in place. It was stone on stone, like something sliding open or whatever. Especially with your torch, you can kind of see now there is a section. There's about a 10 by 10 like corner of that the ceiling like slid in and there's this opening.
I take a look, see what I can see.
Okay, give me a perception check.
See, I've got a 9 total.
9. So you can, the light is like bleeding over into this opening just slightly. You can see that it looks almost it's polished and everything, just like much of this whole chamber was. But you can see almost it looks more like slick and wet, like the surface of a dock would be, like kind of covered in water or something. You can see there are like something is like dripping out of here and like hitting onto the ground below. You can see stuff like over the openings, like it seems like it's like water or something. But if it was water, it would just be filling this area. So that's a little odd to you.
Day, what are you doing? I call across the chamber.
I know it's safe over here, and I wanted to see what that sound was.
It's probably not safe near the thing. What is it? What's happening?
7 and Emmett, you both can hear now like muffled voices. There's like a happening from over here. You can hear like a couple, and then you hear like footsteps and some people moving around. You can hear people beyond. Someone is in this room, whatever. It's about the same time that Day, and kind of all of you hear this. Day, you more so because you're closer to it. You just hear this like weird kind of slurping sound. There's just this like, and landing in that corner of the room is a very large jelly-like cube that just slides out of the ceiling and just splats onto the ground.
Jello.
I need everybody to roll initiative.
What?
What? All right. Well, good thing I'm so close to this.
No!
All right, I got a 13 total.
Dude.
I mean, that's good.
Dude.
Mike, I don't understand.
You're insane. You're insane, Mike.
Dude.
That's insane.
Let's put that shit in slow motion.
I would like to re-roll my initiative. Is it possible? I got a 3 total.
Why do you have something that lets you do that?
No, of course not.
Okay, then no.
I was just saying I would like to do that.
That's fair. You can't.
I know. But I would like.
All right. So 7. What is your total with that 20? Like whatever your initiative is.
Sorry, I was just
21,
basking in the glory
22?
of my luck.
You were just staring at your 20, weren't you? You were just looking at it like.
Just like how? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been switching dice. I've been switching back and forth between.
What's your total?
God damn it! Okay.
We got shit to do, and you're about to go last.
Wait, where the fuck? It's been so long. Oh, my initiative is +3. I was like, where is it?
Wow, nice, dude. I didn't know that.
Dave, what do you have?
13 total.
And Emmett.
Trace. I don't know why I said dose. 3.
Wait, is your initiative 0?
My initiative is a -1. So I have a total of 3.
My wisdom is
negative modifier to Dex, really?
Yeah. Apparently.
Hey, you got him. Okay.
7,
you are up first. You glancing over in the corner after hearing this horrible sound, you see this kind of weird. It's almost like looking into water. Like you can see through it. It's almost like looking into a fountain or something would be. But you can see there are bits of like bone and like muck and stuff. It's this weird kind of semi-opaque just cube of goo in the corner there, and it's that big. That's the size. It slurped out of the ceiling and just slammed down onto the ground, and there it is. Looking at it and the like where it landed on the wall and even on the floor, you can see like it's all like smooth and gooey and shiny, kind of like this whole area is.
What the
Oh.
fuck?
I see. How tall is it? Does it reach the ceiling?
It
They're
doesn't
halfway
reach
to
the
the ceiling?
ceiling. The ceilings in here are about 20 to 25 feet high. So like this is about the
yeah.
ceiling, and it just went. So I mean, it's possible to go over it. It's 10 feet tall. It is a literal 10 by 10 cube.
Dang.
Damn.
So
Damn.
fucking dang.
Like that's your size. That's
Yeah.
the cube size.
Don't
You would
care.
fit inside. So 7, you are up first. What do you do?
Okay. Probably can't throw things at it. Because it'll probably get stuck in the goo. What the fuck? I don't think I can. Range.
I love this.
I'm like, me and both my character are trying to figure this out in our heads. Let's
Yeah,
see.
that's fair. I mean, and quite literal. There's this giant cube of goo. What do you do?
Gelatinous goo. Arrows, daggers. Fucking, I'm not the guy, man. I don't have any ranged attack spells. So that was probably a mistake not to get one of those.
I think you have a short bow and arrows if you do want to.
Yeah,
go
I guess
range.
I'm gonna
to you.
fucking try to.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I guess fucking longbow it.
Okay, so you draw out your bow, you knock an arrow, and you fire. Go ahead and roll and
It's a 10. Plus.
what's your to hit with the longbow?
3. 13.
13. A 13 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. All
What's
right.
What's 1d8?
It's you. It's a
Uh,
giant cube.
1d8 plus 3. That's a 1. 4.
4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, you fire this arrow, and you see it kind of like just stick into the goo. Just yeah, you shot an arrow at it. It definitely looks like if this thing is alive. It took damage. That's an arrow. The arrow sinks in a good, halfway. Sweet. You still got movement and your bonus action if you like.
Bonus action.
Your Owlie is still here and chilling with Emmett right now. You can also issue a command to Owlie if you want. It could be something as simple as help Emmett or whatever you want.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what the fuck the owl can do against goo.
Remember,
maybe,
for combat purposes, you can have your familiar help or like harass, like you did with the guard, where it's just up in his face. It can't really do damage, but you can have it if it's like helping Emmett per se. He can impose disadvantage on things trying to hit Emmett. He could grant Emmett advantage while it's like flying in the face of things that he's trying to hit. Whatever.
I mean, even on goo.
You don't know. That's how it works.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna pass on the goo harassing only because I don't know, man. Feathers and goo.
Sure.
I feel like the owl's been through a lot today.
That's
so,
fair. You can tell. You can have him come hang out with you.
Yeah,
Go to dinner.
yeah.
You can tell him to watch the
come-
door. Lot.
Yeah, maybe watch the door. Hey, Owlie. Sorry, we don't have a better name for you yet. he's a Southern belle. Oh, I do declare.
I do declare.
Hey, Al, can you watch this other door with the noise? See if you can't. I don't know, man. If you spot any movement, maybe look through a peephole or something. I don't know, man.
He's gonna hang out. The door is solid, so it can't see anything. But he's just gonna stay by that door as a warning thing.
That's gotta be
That's
cute,
fine.
right? Little.
You want to move at
little
all or
owl
do anything else? Any bonus action?
Bonus action. Shit. What the fuck? Wow, I feel so rusty in combat, man. I really don't have any good bonus actions. You know?
All right, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next is actually the cube's turn.
Oh wait,
Actually rolled.
Can I hide behind the column if I'm not already hidden behind the column? Sorry.
Cool. So you managed to dive out of the way before it ends right here, right up against you, just from literally moving to avoid being like engulfed in this thing.
I don't
my god, dude!
It's gonna go ahead, and you see this like tendril of jelly kind of like form out of the center of it. And reach forward
Oh!
Like a big tentacle.
You're getting jelly punched.
Don't make me into an anime girl, Seth. I'm gonna be pissed.
Does a 14 hit you?
Does a 14 hit me?
What's your DC or
What's your AC?
AC.
My AC
Armor class.
12.
Okay, so it is going to hit you.
Oh,
You take 10 points of acid damage. You see this tendril like reach out and just kind of like lazily slap you across the chest, and you can feel some singeing on your chest. Your robes even kind of like curl and burn a little bit.
It's fine.
It's nothing horrible, but like it's not great. And imagining that this thing literally was just trying to move towards you and swallow you up inside of itself, probably not great. Okay. Up next is your turn, Dave.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this thing my bitch.
Sweet.
what the fuck?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Spider Climb on myself,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run up this wall.
Oh my god.
Damn, I forgot that you have it.
fuck
This is
is that?
awesome. I should have got my
he's-
flight team.
Yeah,
This is sick. So you're just gonna
You should got your
be
what?
like, peace, I'm gone. You're walking up the wall this way, right?
yeah. I'm gonna run up as far as I can.
So you've got 30 feet. You can
Awesome,
literally
just-
get 25 feet to the ceiling, so you can be 25 feet up, and then even like 5 feet. You could be on the ceiling if you.
Yeah, I'm on the ceiling, bro.
Yeah, Austin legit just became the dude from Split.
up?
He did. He went full split.
This is going to be a temporary. This is a placeholder.
I love it when you guys surprise me with shit, dude. I didn't know Austin had mage hand either.
This is a placeholder. Pretend he's upside down on the ceiling. You guys see, you see him get like kind of slapped by this thing, and you see him just like do a quick incantation and just walk up the fucking wall, giving a bird to this jelly cube.
I'm walking up there just like.
It is going to use its reaction and go ahead and take an opportunity attack with another slime punch.
Yo, me and my owl both make the same face when you see you doing this.
Bird face. Whoa. That is going to be a 16 to hit you, so that will
It hits.
You suffer another 14 points of acid damage as this one kind of smacks you across the back and the side as you walk up the. I do need you to make a concentration check for me, though. For I think Spider Climb's concentration, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
So go ahead and make a concentration check. It's a Constitution saving throw for me.
Hold on, let me play this damage real quick. You said how much damage? 14?
14, sir.
So it's oof.
Actually, you have the extra 5, so you literally go up the wall and then here.
All right, and I'm making a concentration save.
Yeah, so a concentration check because you're concentrating on your spell. It's a Constitution saving throw, so whatever your plus to your Constitution saving throw.
15 total.
Okay, sweet. So you're maintaining. It's 5. The DC was only 10, so you're good. Nice. You were still just on. You took the hit, but you're just up on the ceiling.
My bonus action. Can I take a healing potion?
Yes. My homebrew rules, absolutely. Yeah. For if you want to take a potion yourself, I'm allowing it to be an action or a bonus action. If you want to give a potion to another creature, it does take an action.
Yeah.
Correct. So yeah. So you just spider climb, walk out of there, and chug a potion upside down on the ceiling with your bros looking on.
He gave him the birds, and the cube said, "Bitch."
And the cube said,
and then he's chugging a potion on the ceiling. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. How much does this healing potion tell me? Do I roll for it?
It's a regular healing potion, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a 2d4 plus 2. Yep.
4. Great. Okay.
Emmett, you are up. Did you roll 2 1s? Unfortunately.
A 1 and oh wait, no, I rolled a 1 and a 1. Yeah, I rolled 2 1s.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. It's all good. It happens.
Yep.
All right, Emmett, what you doing?
Oh man, I would like to toll the dead on it.
Oh,
nice,
okay.
Dude. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
12 on the save.
Wisdom saves.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9 plus his -2 to wisdom gives him a.
So 1d12 since it's already hurt.
So, correct. Go ahead and roll
Nice, Sam. Get it, bro.
This is a 10. This is that is a 5.
Okay, 5 points of necrotic damage. Sweet. There's just
so
this
that's an
big
action.
ominous bell that tolls, and you can see the whole form of this cube just kind of like shudder and rippling from these vibrations. Gross. That is your action. You can still move, and you have your bonus as well.
As my bonus action, I'd like to cast. Oh wait, you can't.
You've done a cantrip. You can cast a level spell if you have.
Oh yeah, because it's only
Yes.
you can't do 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
Correct, which
sick.
limits you to cantrips. That's the whole point. Yeah, welcome to Claire.
I would like to cast spiritual weapon right next to it. Then 60 feet.
Okay. Cool. So this signature arm and hammer of Diragosta appears, but we're just like right next.
Yeah,
Like
basically
on, like this side, behind it, over in the corner.
underneath where Day is.
Just to make it hard for me. Cool.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. I know it's green flame. It's just a placeholder. Don't freak out.
All right, cool.
All right,
God.
cool.
You're gonna get him going with the
all
green
this
flame stuff.
clear stuff. No. It's not literal. Okay, spiritual weapon pops up. You just can't hit with it right now because you used your action already. I don't think.
When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against
That's
a creature
right.
within 5
Spell
feet.
is that broken? Yes, you can.
Fuck yes. So
Bro, salty DM in the best way possible. I just forget how good this spell is
So
and how like action.
D20 with my spell attack.
Right, it's you're rolling for a melee spell attack. So take your spell attack modifier on this +2 hit.
So it's only a 9 then, a 5 + 4.
Okay, a 9 still hits.
Yeah.
Damn, that's some fucking low AC.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a slow, big jelly cube. Yeah, it's not that it's
Fair.
hard.
It's 10 feet by 10 feet.
Can you do the jelly cube voice?
So is my spell modifier just my wisdom?
It's
So it'd be a
literally not
+2?
smart enough to talk.
Yeah.
Your spell modifier, correct, is just your whatever your wisdom is.
Sweet. So it's a D8 plus that.
Yep, which is still freaking great for a bonus action.
Heck yeah.
Jesus Christ, what a fucking bonus action.
5 total. Another 5.
5 more damage, yeah. So you see this hammer slam into the form of this cube again. Portions of it kind of rippling as you see this radiant damage.
I'd like to
hit
go
into
full
the side.
anime and announce both of these, like Toll the Dead and then Spiritual Weapon. You know what
Perfect. You just get a in response.
Is somebody performing oral sex in here?
I mean, it wants to get close enough.
I mean?
All right, top of the round, 7. It's your turn. Go.
Looks pretty gelatinous and smooth.
All right, it's a gelatinous thing. I was hiding. Can I fucking? Is it outrageous to ask if I can use my sneak attack, or is anything within 5 feet of it?
Nothing is within 5 feet of it. The spiritual weapon is, but it doesn't count as a creature. But
Right.
you're hidden enough from this thing. Your sneak attack will happen. It's not perceiving you with its no eyes that it has.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna pop out from behind that corner. I'm gonna yell, "Surprise, bitch!" and longbow.
You hit it with the like Counter-Strike lean from behind the pillar.
Yeah, exactly.
You yell, go ahead and fire.
Okay, hang on. Oop, I completely forgot what button was for my. There we go. Come on. Wait, it's got a low DC, right? You know, I was about to use my
lower than
lower
9 or
AC.
lower?
Sure.
yeah, AC. Sorry, I was about to use my dwarf dice, but then I'm like, yeah, you suck, dwarf dice. 14.
14 hits.
Yes. Okay. So that's longbow is 8, right?
Yeah, D8 plus your sneak attack, which is another 2d6
2d6
right now.
Yeah, before.
So it'll be 8. D8 plus 2d6 plus what, like 2 or 3?
D8 plus. So it's a 3 plus 3, and then 2d6. So 1 and 4.
So total of what? Sorry, you just spat a bunch of numbers at me.
Sorry, it was 4. 11.
11 total. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was,
This arrow, you see, like, another arrow is fired, and you see it like sink all the way in. It like literally it penetrates and like slides into the cube, going in about halfway. You just see it like suspended and floating inside of the cube, almost like bullet trails in water would look. This thing just slides, and yeah, I mean, it seemed like a pretty solid hit. It's just a giant jelly cube. Hard to tell. It doesn't really shriek out in pain, or you don't see, do anything. It's all good, right? Cool. Cube's turn. You're on the fucking ceiling. It's just going to slide forward. You guys see it squeezing through past the pillars. Right.
Spiritual weapon doesn't have a reaction like that. Yeah, you can't do that.
It is not a creature, so it does not get reactions. But you guys see it squeeze its form a little bit and kind of push past these pillars. Some of its like edges scraping up against the pillars and leaving this small kind of like sizzling edge that just sheens on one side of the pillar as it lurches down the hallway towards you all. Day, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and blast this bad boy with an Eldritch Blast.
Yes!
Go for it.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch
Blast.
Wow, I got a
jelly.
I guess okay. I got a. So when I roll for my attack, it's when I roll plus my spell attack, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So I roll a 10.
10 total.
Yeah.
10 hits.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll damage.
5 total.
5 more damage. Okay. There's this beam of energy you see release from Day's palm. It slams down, rippling through its form again, doing another. This thing still stands. It's not great.
And for my movement, can I walk to above where the other two are?
The other, I mean, you've got 30 feet, so you can get to like.
Yeah,
I'll like up here.
Yeah, I'll walk to there, and as my bonus action, I'd like to pop my other potion.
Okay, go for it. You're practically right above Emmett now. You're just on the ceiling.
Sick.
Cool. And again, it was 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 plus 2, exactly. So
nice. 10, baby.
Hey, it's
minimum to maximum. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Emmett, you're up.
Same thing. I'm gonna toll the dead, and then move my spiritual.
Ooh. Anime.
Okay. I rolled a 2. Minus 2 is a 0.
Yeah,
He's
so that works.
doing great.
So
That was amazing.
amazing.
Hey.
The 1d12 is a 4 plus 2, I'm pretty sure. Or is it just a d12?
It's just a d12.
Cool, so
It'll
that's
say
4.
when you add your modifier.
Yeah,
so another
sorry.
4.
Yeah, I got it mixed up with.
Sweet.
So I would like to move my
pull the
weapon
dead, and you're going to move the weapon and have it smack.
Yeah, in the booty. In the cube booty.
Get that jiggle.
14 plus.
Oh, that hits. Absolutely.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So D.
Yeah.
I mean, so you guys are hitting a 9 hit earlier, so you know it's at least as low as.
Yeah.
8 damage.
8 more damage. Awesome. You see this the hammer slam into the back of it again, kind of sending some chunks of goo like scattered onto the floor. And this flash of radiant.
Big chungus.
Big chungus.
I look safe here. Like I mean, there was no click where I landed in this space on where I'm currently
where you
sitting.
landed. You remember that this is this line that you guys saw before.
I might click something.
You don't know that.
Oh, okay. I can.
You were 30 feet behind him. You saw him land and then roll out of the way, and then this cube thing. I mean, it's even kind of a stretch to us. You saw him jump, and then you heard the sound from over there in the corner happen.
Yeah, the old jump.
You don't know.
I'm gonna move against the wall.
Okay. Just like here.
No, the other one.
It's a
going
column,
right? Going up.
Yeah, not going left on the screen.
Is that right? I would like to move forward.
I'm looking at
West.
Forward.
You have markers like 7 and other things to tell me directions here.
Cool.
So we're
Towards the door wall that we haven't been through yet.
sure.
On the
So
okay.
you just want to go straight forward like this.
Yes.
Okay. Forward is way better than towards the wall. There's 4 walls. It's kind of
Got it.
all right. You run forward towards the wall, and you're just gonna basically be flat up against the wall. You can still hear voices and stuff and people moving around inside. It's still hard to tell what they're saying. They seem to be speaking like in hushed tones. It's enough that you can hear them speaking. They're not doing a great job of being that quiet, but not enough that you can discern what they're actually saying.
Okay.
But you definitely hear people inside. Cool. No, that's I think that's everything.
Yeah, that's it.
Action, bonus action, and some movement. Okay. 7. Back up to you. Top.
Can I do the same thing I did last round? Just right again from behind the column, just a little peekaboo longbow.
Yeah, we kind of forgot to announce that you were hiding last turn. That's still fine. This thing sucks. It can't see you anyway.
Thing sucks. Okay.
Here,
yeah.
I'll roll for it just for the hell of it in case I nat 20. Hey, look, a 4. You're good.
Okay.
Nice.
Come on, AC. It's a 12.
12 to hit. Absolutely
yes,
hit.
12 to hit. All right, so we got a 7 plus 3. That's 10, and then
Sexual.
2.
Mike, so
6.
hot.
So it's 8 plus 18.
God.
18 more damage.
Wow, Mike.
Release another arrow. This one almost like going through and clipping through a corner and coming out the other end, hitting on the ceiling and then falling to the ground with a clatter and a splat. But pretty sweet.
All right, can I use my mage hand to just slap the jelly to make the noise? Just a little-
Sure. I'll allow your bonus action to be to mage hand. Just give him a little like. You just give him that water surface slap on the jelly. Perfect.
Thank you.
You're just gonna stay planning where you are, no moving or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say slapping the jelly.
Slap at a jelly. Perfect. It is now the cube's turn. It's going to
Got cube.
forward.
Oh,
It's too big. It's there.
Slappity slaps. Sloopity sloops.
Yeah. And that's all it can do. It just lurches before you all, gives a little. Day, it's your turn.
yeah, I'm totally going to blast this bad boy.
Blast.
Hit him with a blast.
Give it a good old blasting.
Just blast him, dude.
Yeah,
The
I'm
old
gonna-
money shot.
a good ass blasting.
Jelly ass
Wow.
blaster.
So I got a 3. I'm gonna use luck and re-roll that bad boy.
Okay, go for it.
So I got a 3 again.
Wow.
So
Okay.
plus 5, 8 to hit.
An 8 will hit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, I wasn't sure. I shouldn't have even
Worth
used
it.
it.
Yeah, worth
Okay.
it. Totally worth it.
I guess we know.
Yeah, now we know.
All right.
Now we know.
Just question: can I re-roll damage with luck?
No, it is specifically
No.
D20s. It says a roll of the D20.
Okay.
So ability checks, attack rolls, that kind of thing. Not unless you have something that deals damage with the D20, which
Nope. Okay.
thank God.
Can you only imagine?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well, just give me a moment and we might. I don't know.
Yikes.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're hitting
so,
for sure. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, I've got a. Let's see. I hit with a 12. I hit 12 damage.
12 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, there's another like blast of the sonic energy. You see Day still just full on like hung from the ceiling by his boots, just shooting energy into this thing. Its form shaking and rippling on him. Pretty good hits, but it is still standing.
Standing.
It is still
dude.
sliming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jelloing.
It still is.
Sloping. It's still slurper-lurping.
Okay. Any movement or anything else from you?
No, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Okay. Emmett, you're up.
Same thing. Zone of truth.
Well, you're gonna zone of truth it. So it's gonna tell you the truth.
Why did I say so?
What
I'm looking at my told the dead. That's
I don't know. Here. Zone of truth.
Can you imagine casting?
Some of the
Why are
truth.
you here, Jelly?
Who are you?
Answer me, Jelly. Jelly, I'm sick of your lies.
Can I speak jelly?
Stop your deception. Okay. So
Told the dead?
Told the dead. Hey, there we go. That's a natural 20.
Hey, all right.
Minus 2 is an 8. Which I think
Still, yeah. So it's only a 12. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So resist your told the dead. Oh my god.
And then let's do a little spiritual weapon attack. Move it up.
Give it a slap.
Give it a slap.
Slap at the Jelly.
16. Pretty sure that hits.
Absolutely.
So a
Keep it
D8
going.
plus 2. 7, 8, 9 damage
9 more damage. Okay.
with the booty slap.
Yeah. There's this mace just kind of trailing. You see this radiant form of the arm and hammer of Deer goes to take another blow, smashing into the backside of this jelly where you can see this flash of light through its form. And it ripples again, sending more chunks scattered onto the floor and the wall nearby, landing with a slight hiss and a sizzle. Still gelling.
This is Dr. Scholl's.
I'm gonna move
7 is your...
to my
yeah.
just the corner that's right next to me. Yeah.
Sweet. Back up to the corner. 7, it is your turn.
Same as before. Maybe this time.
Well,
dude, it's
okay.
chilly. Oh.
It's I mean, it's right there. It's like on the other side of the thing. Do you want to just pop a shot at it? Do you want to move first? What do you want to do?
Maybe I want to move back a little bit. Maybe I guess towards the door.
Just like in front of the door, or where you want?
Yeah, in front of the door. Just put a little distance between me and the goo. And
Okay. As you are running towards the door, you hear a click.
No.
God damn it!
I didn't want to say anything.
Does an 18 hit you?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution save for me, please.
Oh no.
Oh my
no.
goodness! Come on. That is a 5.
No.
Saving throw.
fuck
That's
with luck.
whatever your modifier. Yeah, you can use your luck.
Oh yes.
That's a 16.
That's much
Nice.
And my saving modifier is. Hang on. Oh, Chrome decided to crash on me.
Even if it's a +0, as long as it's not negative a lot, you're good
No.
with this.
No, it's not.
So I know
it's not.
you get up kind of near the door and you go to turn to take your shot. You hear this kind of click at the back of your heel as you're planting yourself to ready and fire, and you can hear this just like, and these darts shoot out of these pillars, kind of crossways at either side. One of them catching you just kind of like underneath the jaw and the neck. And there's just like a slight sting. You grab it and pull it out, throwing the dart to the floor, and you can kind of feel this faint twinge of numbness around the impact. But you kind of like close your eyes for a quick moment and focus, shrugging off any further effects and avoiding whatever it could have been. But
Dude,
not
Mike.
and you're going to go ahead and that was just your movement. So go ahead and take your action. If you want to fire a shot, go for it.
Does he?
Yeah,
What were you
yeah,
say,
the
Emmett?
fire shot. Yeah.
I probably shouldn't, but does he take damage?
No, he does not.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm just curious.
That's why I said no. It's not enough to take damage.
But dude, that's a
The
combo.
effect of the dart
Maybe
wasn't damaged. It was
Right.
something else.
Like, what if it like
was a little
paralyzes
pinch.
you right as the
Right.
there's a cube? Oh no.
I'm curious. I'm definitely gonna ask you later what that would have done to me. All right, yeah, let's fire.
You feel a bit of numbness at the point of impact from the
Oh.
dart, and there was like a wave of lethargy sweeping over you, but you shrug it off and focus on it.
Ooh, I'm gonna take the dart out and I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for later.
Well, you
Right
throw
now?
the dart on the ground right now. Yeah, that could be later. Are you using your action
Okay.
to shoot the cube, or to look down and pick
All
up a
right,
dart?
I'll leave it in there for now while I
Okay.
take a shot at the longbow shot at the dude. 11.
11 hits. Yeah, 11.
Yeah, plus 3. All right, yeah. Are we still doing sneak or no?
Not right now. You
Okay.
were. I mean, you were really close. You didn't hide last time.
Yeah.
You slapped it instead.
I slapped it with the mage hand. So that is a 1 plus that's 4.
4 more damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Another arrow just embeds and is kind of sticking out of the face of
Yeah.
face with a question mark.
Oh boy.
The
The front thing? The face
Yeah.
front thing?
Yeah, I mean it's a cube of jelly, man. I don't know what it's. I don't know where it's face.
I need you to really RP the jellies.
Oh right. Gross.
Ugh.
that was for you.
I love it.
Sweet. I mean, and you have a bonus action.
I know. I don't want to run into any more goddamn traps.
Yeah,
So I guess
you have a bonus action as well as like another 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, you know, can I... Fuck. Is there anything else I could hide behind? What about the column to my right above me on the map? Can I try to hide behind that, or...
Like, well, I mean, it's against a wall. It's there.
Right.
You can't. You could jump here and try to hide behind it if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess I'll try that. Just so I'm not in the direct line of the goo.
Sweet. Give it a good old stealth check.
Okay. Let's see. That's a 16, my man.
Yeah.
You feel pretty damn hidden. I think it's a 21 with your stealth as well. So.
Yeah, but my stealth is +5, so it's...
Yep.
Damn, dude.
Cube's turn. It slides forward.
Slide to
and
the left.
It's gonna make a jelly punch at your owl.
Oh.
It's the only thing that's close enough. That is a 10. No, that's a 9, not a 6. That is a 13 to which I'm pretty sure
It's your AC, bro.
hits. This is the owl. Your
Oh,
Your owl's armor
no.
class is an 11. So, you see this thing, jelly punch at Owly, slapping it like kind of down to the ground, and your owl slams into the ground. Parts of its feathers and stuff kind of sizzle, and you see his form dissipate and fade.
God damn it.
Third
no.
arc ends.
Third arc.
Owly has been slime slapped.
Out the air.
Okay.
Just
You just see this tendril just
Out
kind
of
of,
existence.
and then just like a water noodle hitting the top of a pool. You just hear this like popping slap, and the bird just slams to the ground, and then just
Owly, no.
rip Owly. All right, it is Day's turn.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move a little bit more over on top of this bad boy again.
Okay, you want to be like right above him, or just like above and behind him? Where you want to go? You're on the ceiling, dude. You got.
I'll be right above him again.
Okay.
You could just like put me literally on top of him, and I'll know that I'm on the roof.
Yeah, you're above him. We got.
Okay, cool.
This is dope.
Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking. No, I'm gonna. I think I just got to Eldritch Blast this big poopy head.
you try to lay him down.
I wanted to so bad, but I can't. We can make this work. Damn it!
Yeah.
Whatever. You're blasting him. Get him.
Blast!
Ooh, I rolled a 1 on the attack. I'm gonna use luck.
Okay.
How the fuck did I roll another 1 on the attack? I'm gonna use luck again.
Last one.
Well, let me
7.
hold
was
on
that?
one.
Uh-oh.
If I need to look it up. I don't know that you can use luck on the same roll. 6. This is something I tried to look up to last time when we were doing it a whole bunch. Hold on one second.
So you rolled a 1. You rolled a 1.
You can
use your luck and then rolled another 1.
Did you? So you 1 lucked and then into another.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're good because it just says you can choose to spend one of your luck points after you roll the die, but before you know the outcome. So you can use it multiple times. It'll be your last luck point, but go for it if you want to.
Yep, that means I 12 on hit. 12 to hit.
Well,
Yep.
Luck feat. DM's
No.
favorite feat.
Yeah.
So keep this in mind too. For those of you with lucky, you can spend luck to force a reroll of a attack made again.
Yo! Oh, word.
Like if I roll to hit you, you can say you want to use luck and roll your d20, and then choose whether you use mine or.
Yeah, that's pretty baller.
Can I
So
choose
just-
to use Sam's roll D20?
You don't want that. You don't want that.
Not quite.
Yeah, I do want that for him.
So go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh,
Day.
I see.
10 damage.
You are gonna-
10 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. 10 more damage. You see another beam of energy rocket down from the ceiling, knocking off another chunk. You can see that this thing is shrunk to a considerable amount. Its form, or pieces of it, have just been blasted. Not looking great, but still.
Sick.
Cool. Emmett, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna do full anime. I would like to run forward, leap across the gap, and while doing so, toll the dead, move the thing up. I don't know if I could do all this, but I don't know if
Holy
jumping counts. But like, you know what I mean?
No, it's just part of your movement. So you're gonna run,
Yeah.
jump, get here.
As far away as I
Wow.
possibly can down this wall.
That's it.
Sweet. Toll
You
the
ran
dead.
15 feet and then jumped another 15, which is being mildly generous.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Toll the
you land
dead
just beyond the thing. Toll the dead.
And then spiritual weapon.
Toll the dead with my -2 is a 13.
13 saves.
Okay.
Because it's a 12.
Okay.
Then I rolled an
Spiritual
8.
weapons are gonna smack him.
Or so I rolled a 10. So yeah. So it
Yeah.
hits. And
Yep.
D8 plus 2. Ooh, that's 10 damage.
Nice.
10 more damage. Okay. This hammer slams into the cube again. Almost kind of like, think of if you had like a big cube of dough or something, and then just took a hammer down the center of it. You see it slam into the form and push it apart, almost separating it, where you can see its form just morphing around it. It was a massive hit. This thing is barely standing, but it's still here.
So
Nice. Dig it. Dig it. Dig it.
7, it is your turn.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to pop out. I'm going to curse at it for killing Allie.
Yeah.
If Sam wants to think of something clever for me to say.
You can.
What? I don't play your character? Say something.
Come on, Sam.
Write me some lines, man.
RP
Come on,
it
Sam.
right now. RP it. Go.
Yeah, Sam, RP it. Come on.
7. What the hell is this? what is happening right now? That's not how this works.
It's meta RP.
Are you? No. You say something. Don't try to meta me.
The 19.
That will hit.
Fucking. Okay. Oh wait, hang on. I'd like to show you guys my other rolls. So wait, we're gonna do a sneak attack. So it's
Well, there's
this-
no one's engaged with it. Well, no, you were hiding last time. Never
I
mind.
was hiding.
Well, all right. You were hiding. It knows you're there.
So no sneak attack.
No sneak attack. And you were
All right.
you were 10 feet away from it, around the other side of the pillar. Whatever
Goddamn.
way this thing perceives things, it's aware of your presence. You were not hidden from it.
God damn it, fucking jelly. All right, I got a 7 plus 3, 10 under the longbow damage.
Okay. Another
So-
arrow, almost point blank, as this thing is super close. You draw your bow back and release, and you see this arrow fly through it. Emmett, it almost looks like you're seeing Seven do this through the cube across the way.
Sick.
This arrow flies in one corner. You see it sliding through the jelly's form, and almost as if it was being fired right at you. And you see it come to like a stop, with just the arrow point kind of sticking out the back end of the jelly. Its motion just kind of hanging there. And you also see the jelly's form slowly just kind of melt away and dissipate. And you all see it crackling and burning into the ground until
Down.
it dissipates.
Alley!
Is no
How-
more.
How much
For
health did
Allie.
that dude have?
You fucking bitch.
Enough.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah, right. We should have been counting health. It had
Yeah, we
like
should really start
100
doing that,
health or
broskies.
something.
It had more than 100. Oof, good job, boys.
Nice. Got him. All right, now I've got an hour of spider climb. I assume that was like 5 minutes of battle, maybe less.
Each round is 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Yeah.
So that was like a minute, maybe.
That was like a minute.
Nice. Fuck yeah. All right. Well, I'm still on the roof, bros. I'm not triggering any traps up here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, we don't like. Look, we're right back into. This is a great spot to take a break, and we'll pick back up.
Cool.
So we'll
Fuck yeah.
hit a little
Yes, I
break
have to
here.
pee
Yeah,
so bad.
Me too.
Yeah. We are back. You guys have just seen this jelly form dissipate, seep into the floor and just bubble up and burn away. You guys see Day standing on the ceiling, and
So sick.
yeah, here you are.
Day, that is awesome. Is Owly
I
dead?
kind of bow.
You
No,
do a
he-
ceiling bow?
He
But
totally
like,
does a
what are you
ceiling bow. Robes and everything like hanging, dangling down towards the floor. He just like does the ceiling bow. Perfect.
Interesting.
Do I hear any of the do I hear any of the voices?
It seems like the voices have stopped recently. You heard like some talking and people shuffling around. You don't noticeably hear anything now, but I mean you definitely heard voices. Seven, you as well, being right up against the door and by this by the wall, you can hear voices coming from this other chamber. Or you did earlier.
I look at Day and I give him like a
Emmett, what's up?
maybe we should douse the torch. There were voices on the other side of this wall. I say as much as I can.
All right, yeah, good call. I kind of shake my torch a little bit, try to get it to go out.
Okay. Your torch goes out and you are
Torches work.
you're on
He
the
does
ceiling.
a magical
It's fine.
trick. A magical trick.
And then he just like throws it onto the ground into the jelly, and it just. However, Day, your vision just goes black again.
Great.
And you cannot see anything. You are on the ceiling, and you are totally blind.
I walk forward until I reach the wall directly in front of me.
Okay, cool. You just walk forward with your hand held out, and eventually hit the wall.
Now I'd like to go upside down toward the door until I'm just on the and I'm at like the top ridge of the door. So if somebody were to open it, I could like swing into the other room.
So you're kind of grabbing, like feeling your way down until you're going to be just above the doorway. Like you're going to be like here.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my god, you're so cool.
You're doing that. We know where you are.
You do that.
You
do that.
Can you guys see me?
Perfect.
Emmett, can you see me?
Um,
Switch 7. Can you see me?
yes.
You both get
I
this
can
message and they respond. They can
I would
still see you.
assumed a minute's gone, so my spiritual weapon's gone.
Yes, at this point now,
Yeah.
eventually. I mean, it's around for a bit, but as we're doing all this,
Yeah, it's gone. It's only, I think the cast time's only a minute, anyways.
And Whisper, I'd like to get into this room pretty quickly here.
Okay, let's.
How are we gonna do this?
Is it locked?
Back
Is
up
it-
and
is
make
it-
another
is it
jump
trapped?
across the 10 feet.
you do that.
Yes, I do. I'd like to walk up to the edge of the pillar and not cross into the white. You know what I mean?
You're like here.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Hmm.
where did that jelly thing come from? 7.
I triggered a trap on that sweet flippy jump landing. I landed on a
Was it
trapped
cool?
tile.
Oh, well, that's not great.
I know.
Any-
My bird died for it. It was no fun.
Not yeah, I saw that part. He got him good.
Owly.
Is Owly is he gone forever?
No.
No?
But it's gonna take a little time to get him back.
Do you want to open this door?
Yeah, I'm thinking about we should open this door. Is there any locks on
How's
it?
everyone
On
feeling?
this door?
Anyone
Yeah,
hurt?
you'd have to go over to it to check it. Do you want to do that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. As you walk forward, click. Does a 21 hit you?
Wait. Yeah, I mean,
What did you
Okay.
expect?
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
wait, wasn't I already up against the door in that same position?
You walked over here, and now you walk back to the door to go see if you could open it. I.e.
was
setting
it-
off
but
the
wait,
same.
seriously. Wait, was I not on the same?
You walked
Tyler?
around the side of the pillar.
You had walked around to hide on the side of the
Yeah.
pillar to shoot at the jelly. You're now walking
Right.
back around to go check the door. Like
Yeah, but that's I'm pretty sure you put me in the exact same spot I was in before I went to the pillar. So are you saying that it wasn't trapped before until I walked around the pillar and then I walked back to the same position and now it is trapped?
That
You
part's
have
been trapped with the darts. You got
Right,
darted
yeah,
there.
that was the dart trap.
Yeah, you're getting
Right.
darted again.
assuming that it takes that it fires once and is done, you have now walked back to the door and tried to check it to see if it's locked, and darts have shot at you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Got him. Oh. Don't die.
That's a 9, and I would like to luck.
Okay, go for it.
My last look. That's a fucking another 9.
What's your total there?
So it's a plus Constitution is 2, so it's an 11.
An 11. Okay. There's this. You see these darts fire through again. Another one catching him kind of like in the arm, and you go to like reach for it, and before you can even kind of reach and grab to pull it out, you guys see Seven's eyes kind of like sort of glaze over, and his eyes close, and he slumps to the ground, unconscious, and begins
Wait, unconscious and begins what? Sorry, the last part.
Snoring.
and begins snoring.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's all right.
Nap time.
Can I kick him? Oh, I guess I'm not next to him.
You can go over to him. He's 10 feet away from you.
Yeah, I did. I don't. Is there a trap on the tile? Does it look different? The tile right in front of me. Can I even see that?
Not necessarily. You saw him step on a tile, heard a click, and saw darts fire
Right.
between these pillars at the doorway, and hit him with darts, and he's now.
And the tile right in front of me, not any of those tiles, is. I would like to step on it, but before I do, I would like to check it for traps. If it looks
Make an
different.
investigation check.
This is gonna be amazing. Oh, I should say that every time. 18.
That tile does not look to be trapped.
I step forward.
Nice.
Cool.
You hear a click.
Not quite. But you're now next to. You're adjacent to Seven, who's passed out on the.
Can I
I hear
slap him on
someone
the
You
face?
see
snoring.
Day. You see Day like looking around into darkness with his hands kind of out. Day, you heard like slump, like you heard him,
And then snores. I have an anti-vax potion, like kind of out and ready.
A what?
Like, or an anti-poison.
Okay.
What do we call them?
Can I slap him on the face awake? Or do I have to do
Antitoxin.
damage?
Do not have to. What do you want to do?
No,
you
I
can
just-
use your action to wake him up.
Yeah.
That's fine. You shake him awake. Seven, you are shaken awake by Emmett, and you
How are you?
come back to your senses, and he kind of stands.
Am I okay?
Yeah, you're fine. You just like
Oh.
it's like getting hit with like a tranquilizer or something. You freaking passed out, and he
Oh.
shook you awake, and you feel weird, but you're.
Well, I'm gonna be careful
weird.
about that door.
Thank you for waking me up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save these arrows for later. These little freaking darts.
Can you try the door?
Yeah. Can I? Do you think this door is trapped too?
Probably. Check it.
I could.
I
Check.
mean, and,
Everything around
yeah.
here is trapped. It's what it seems like.
more or less,
Yeah.
you can see that Seven is standing on top of a pressure plate. It seems because it is slightly depressed into the floor. He's
Gotcha.
standing on it, right?
All right, yeah. So
I
guess
wonder. I'm gonna step
check
up
the
next
door.
to him and
Sure.
see if that's also pressure plated.
Okay.
What? Wait, are you not gonna? You're not gonna like duck or anything, or like fucking just put a little?
I'll hold my shield up against what I am assuming where the holes are. I don't know if it's all the holes.
Okay, so you step
say,
forward and you hold your shield towards the pillar on your side. You say, "I wonder." Click. Does an 11 hit you?
Not. Oh, 7?
7.
Oh, does 11 hit me? No.
Okay.
My
The
AC is
darts
14.
fire again. You can hear some of them like tink tink on the side of your shield where you have it up, and you look over. You're just like looking smug, and you see darts fly to the pillar from 7's side, which he dives out of the way, and you see a couple of them swing past you and like hit on the inside of your shield. Could have been worse. Yeah. Also, seems either side of the doorway is set to fire these.
I'm gonna collect some of those other poison darts.
Okay, you reach over and pull a few traps out of the inside of Image Shield.
It's
and you just
it's trapped. So we know. I'm gonna put my ear to the door. Do I hear anything?
You hear nothing.
I hear nothing. All right. I mean, we got to get through here. If we're still looking for my stuff, which I'm pretty sure we are.
Should I just try to open this door?
Yeah. You know what? You could check it. Does it look trapped?
All right. I'm gonna check the door for traps, I guess.
I'd like to guidance him.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
That is a 18.
Plus your D4 for guidance.
Plus
Oh,
4
nice.
for guidance. It's a 4.
Oh, nice.
It's a 4.
22.
And 18.
The
22.
door itself does not seem to be trapped. It seems the trap was just getting up to it.
Cool.
The door is, however,
Locked.
So there's no traps on the door, but the door is locked.
He didn't say that.
locked. What's that?
You cut out, but I'm assuming you said it was locked.
You just cut out as well.
just
What
cut
did you
out.
say?
Is
Oh,
it
great.
locked, the door?
The door is locked. Yes.
Okay.
And 7, you can see, especially with a 22, this sort of reminds you of the time that at the Harbor Masters on the docks. This is a more intricate or complex lock. Like there's some obvious
there are
purpose
multiple.
to now kind of this whole place. Yeah, like it's possible you can probably get through this, but like, this is not your everyday just like a locked door. This is going to take you a bit of time, or you're going to have to. This is just a tricky lock.
Hey, gang.
Yeah. Still here.
Being in the line of industry, the line of work that I'm in, I'm familiar with locks like this. This is not your run-of-the-mill lockpick. These guys know what they're doing. This is going to take a little bit of time to get into.
I have an idea. Can I pull out the key ring that I made a copy of? I
You
plugged
can.
the copy one and
Okay.
try the first key.
Okay. You reach for this key ring, you pull out one of these dark iron keys, and you go up to the lock with it. It gets like part of the way in, but it doesn't really fit any further. You can tell it seems like it's the wrong key.
Try
You
the
cycle
next
through a
one.
couple of them. None of them seem to fit. They all seem
Okay.
to be too large for this. Even the skeleton key that you have, still none of them really. They all seem to be too large.
A little too big for that hole, Sam. Sorry.
Was waiting for it.
Never heard that before. Well, it was worth a shot at least. I put it back in my robes. Can we open it? Can we knock it open? I mean, if it's gonna take time, then it takes time. I'm willing to wait if you want to pick it. I don't know another option. Day, I don't know if you heard all this, but the door's locked. It's gonna take a second. I know you can't see right now.
I understand.
So 7,
Yeah.
you're
7.
going to attempt to pick this.
Well, here we go. Here we go stealing again. Stealing's my favorite.
That's also true.
Well, this isn't necessarily stealing. We
right.
could die in there,
So
but it's sort of stealing.
Could lead
It's
reach-
halfway to stealing.
you reach into your little pouch on your belt and you retrieve your thieves' tools, which you remember last time you encountered a lock like this actually damaged some of them.
Hang on, I have an idea.
Okay.
Can we back up?
Do
can
I
we back
see his
up safely,
damaged tools?
You guys?
Whoa,
Oh.
slow down. One at a time, please.
Do I see
7.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'm gonna pull out my thieves' tools and say, "Hang on, wait, I have an idea." And then Emmett's gonna say, "One sec."
Are those? Can
Sure.
I see that they're damaged?
Yes.
Can I cast?
Well, I
Mending on
mean,
them?
yeah. Just tell me what you're doing instead of asking us questions. Give me some RP, boy. You pull your tools
Well-
out. You see that he has broken tools. What are you doing?
Mhm.
Yeah, I cast mending on them. I'm like,
Okay.
hey, hold on, and I put my hand on them to try and mending them.
Okay. He kind of like touches over them, grabbing them in his like clenched fist, and drops them one by one. Each little like hook and pick back into your hand, and you have a mended set of.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Man, thank you for touching my tools,
I'm uncomfortable, but I want to get through this door.
guys. I have an idea. It's dark in here. I don't know if they have dark vision. I'm assuming if we could retrace some of our steps to figure out which tiles are safe. I would like to try to mage hand open this door, so when the door opens, they don't see anyone. They just see the door open, or maybe they see Jet. Maybe they see Jet on the other side of the door, unless he's already unless he's already in there.
It's just day. As when we saw him walk up the wall,
he's no
went
longer
back
Jet.
into regular old day.
Yeah.
He can't
All right.
concentrate on multiple spells.
All right, so maybe
I'll jump out of the way.
Jay stays where he is.
Yeah.
Maybe we hide behind some pillars
Yeah, definitely.
while my mage hand opens the door, and the door just opens to darkness.
I didn't know that you could do that. That sounds very, very interesting. Let's do it.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
So go ahead and use your Ledgermane. You are making a check with your thieves' tools through your mage hand. So it's going to be Dex plus proficiency. Go for it.
Ooh, fingers crossed. That's a 17, my man. That's a 17. And Dex plus proficiency. Let's see. Dex is +3, and proficiency is +2. That's
Okay,
20.
so a 22. So Emmett, you see him kind of like he pulls his pack, this little like leather folded up, almost like a wallet would be folded open, where all those tools were that you had just mended for him, and you see him kind of mimic his hand above it, and you just see the tools kind of like come out of the pack and just kind of hover through the air, bob over towards the door, and you just see them picking away. I'm hearing these little tumblers and a series of clicks. You get through a couple of them, and then you hear like this. You hear a much more audible like clicking sound. 7, and then the entire tumbler, like the whole lock mechanism on the door, rotates like a full like half turn in a circle almost. So like the lock turns itself upside down, and you hear all of these tumblers almost reset. You hear them all like slide back into place, and know you have more to go. But first check was fine. So give me another check if you want to continue.
Can I guidance him for the second one?
You have to walk over there and touch him, but you
That's
can.
fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Are we Scooby doing it behind like a pillar? Fucking, we're doing like
And Dave's
like-
over the wall.
like there's me.
Yeah,
There's me and
Dave's
then
Dave's just on the wall, like
Spider-Man.
he's full like crouching tiger above the wall right now. Which is great.
Crouching.
Okay. All right, fuck. Only a 7 this time.
Plus guidance. And whatever else your pluses are.
It's a 3.
That's 10.
And it's
So that's 10 plus
plus
proficiency is
5 altogether because it's 3
yeah,
for Dex and
proficiency
2 for
yeah.
a
That's,
15
15.
total, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You get the first tumbler up. You hear another pin click in. Second tumbler, another small click. Third tumbler, another small click. And then you feel kind of a bit of space where you are used to a bit of give and a lock, and you push your tools all the way forward and hear this another small click, and the door just and like just a small opening where you know you've popped the lock.
I want to
Wait,
scream
what?
so
You
bad.
gotta... Wait, the small opening?
Oh, you popped the lock.
it popped open enough to where like it just clicked open. It's unlocked, or the door is like just barely separated. It's not nobody's pushed it open or anything. Yeah, just barely. Second phase of that DC was a 15, so you just got it.
With the guidance. Oh,
Thank you, Sammy.
Dude, thank you.
Oh, I was out of luck, baby.
I know.
I mean, if it wasn't for the additional stuff.
So it's quiet. You don't hear anything. The door popped open.
I would like to walk up to the door.
Okay.
Click.
Holy shit.
Okay. Yeah, if you're just gonna walk right through, I'm assuming you're holding your shield up on one side. Okay. It's only a 10 to hit you, so it's enough that your shield blocks. Yeah, it's against your AC, so enough that you block most of it with your shield and kind of take a moment to even step forward a little bit and like you dive back out of the way, so it fires, but you're on the plate and it's
nice. Do I see? Yeah, I'm gonna crack the door open enough to try and get some sort of sight through.
We know you're on the wall, Day. Okay, you push the door open slightly. You can see enough with your dark vision. There, like a let me get some of this stuff out of there.
Oh.
Looking in through your half, you can see that there's like a big there's a table and chairs. You can see a corner of a room. It looks to be like a pretty big, a decently sized room, almost the same size as the hallway you just came through. Not quite as big, but you can see far off in the corner. You can see down over here. You have dark vision. I'll give you the angle of the doorway. You can see a couple of tables. You can see that there are steps, and there seems to be like steps along the back wall going up to possibly another room or something somewhere. And you also notice a couple of bodies.
Bodies?
Bodies?
There's someone slumped over at the table. Just here. There's a couple other people slumped down across. You just see people like unconscious, just bodies not moving. You notice one of them. You can't see color because it's just dark. It is completely dark in this room. But yeah, there's similarly dressed to the cultists you've encountered in the bog. These rogue people you've dealt with. They look similarly dressed. You can't see the color of the cloaks because of your dark vision, but you've run into them enough times now. It's kind of unmistakable. But you see a number of bodies motionless and still in this room beyond.
Holy shit!
Do I hear anything?
No, it is eerily silent. It's overwhelmingly quiet down here. You hear nothing. The sound of you creaking this door open sort of is the only thing that echoes in this chamber, and like that's the most violent sound that has happened.
Kind of peek my head underneath a little bit. Can I see anything? Is there any light?
You hear the door open. No, it's pitch black. Like no light came in here. You still cannot see anything. You heard the door push open, and you kind of you reach down and grab the top of the door frame and kind of do the like peeking through it and look through. Again, you can kind of feel that open space. You and Emmett are kind of like, you're here, like peeking through the doorway, but you can't. Exactly, but you can't. You can't see anything. It's still pitch black.
I tap him. I tap him on the head a little bit to try and get him.
You feel it. Yeah. You feel a soft tap on the top of your head, seemingly as Emmett's right below. Which is a little jarring to you because you walk down, but you're not sure how far off the ground you were. Your spatial awareness is a little off right now. You're blind down here.
Mind whisper me. Do it. Come on.
Hey, Emmett, what's happening? What's happening?
There are bodies in there. I have no idea.
Are they? Is it safe to light something? I would love to see.
Hang on. Wait.
They look like cultists. And
shit, I can't speak to you guys.
You can't hear this, Seven. They look like cultists. Just hit your torch for now.
Okay, I pull out a torch, light it.
Great. Another torch goes off, so of course this back half is lit, and you can now see at this angle, this all illuminates for all of you. Seven, I'm assuming you at least came around the corner to creep and see what's going on.
Seven, you see
you
anything?
guys can
What's
see
happening?
there are you can see it too, Dave. There are you go. Okay, Emmett, goes into the room.
Hello,
following?
little pirates.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
gonna follow him. Sure.
Day, you're still. I mean, you're pulling one of these like whoop, and you're
Yeah.
like on the wall here on the inside.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Little
Okay.
pirates. It's me. Anyone in here?
Oh man. Oh,
The fuck is that?
You guys can't really.
that's a second.
tell
That's a
if I
second
need to-
floor.
Yeah.
It's in black carbon.
Get it. Just it's all stone. Don't worry about the coloring. I know it's off right now. I got to paint it.
Black
Um,
carbon.
You all can see now, especially with the torch from Day. Like he comes in, he's like his own wall sconce now. He's just on the wall holding a torch. Illuminates most of this room. You can see there are stairs going up. It looks to almost be laid out like a little hideout maybe, or there is a. If you can see underneath this, there is like a bar set up. You can see a couple of like barrels and crates and stuff in the back here underneath it. There are stairs descending up on either side of the room that do lead to.
So the
some sort of
underneath of it
upstairs
is like a
chamber.
bar area.
Yeah, like this is
Cool.
like right. There's just like an upstairs room. The top
these
of
are
the stairs
just-
do end in door.
No, sorry.
You're good. But you guys notice there are lots of bodies.
Wow.
What?
Wait,
Savvy, what
so
do you
this-
usually do with corpses?
I was about to loot some of them, but I want to make sure. I want to see. Can I tell which one is the wealthiest possible green robed henchman to loot that person first?
Oh yeah. Are
They don't
green?
really. They are. They are all green robed
Oh shit! These are
individuals.
literal. Oh no.
Yeah. They're all dressed as cultists.
All right, so I'm just gonna loot the first one next to me, and also I'm gonna thank Day. I'm gonna say, Day, thank you for the heads up. That's right, I do steal from corpses. I love that you remember that about me. Thank
Can
you.
I
Go ahead. Go ahead and make an investigation for looting bodies. Emmett, what are you doing?
can I medicine check to see if this thing's dead that he's starting to touch? Like
You
just give
absolutely
it
can.
the pulse check.
Go for it.
Yay.
Give me a medicine check.
19, baby.
18 BB.
Oh, 18. Nice.
18.
An 11
On that
total.
plus
Okay.
investigation. You said investigation was so it's a 19.
Okay, so 7 kind of like slumps this body down carefully. I mean, it's not just like a rip of the body off the table, but he pulls it
Yeah,
down
right.
and lays it on the
A little
ground.
bit of respect.
Starts going through some pockets and stuff. You kind of see it is just this. There's still not. It's not like totally pale. You can see. I mean, like you just heard voices coming in here a minute ago. You can touch up. You can feel the person is still somewhat warm to the touch, given that it's recent. But you touch it and feel no pulse. This person is in fact not just sleeping or unconscious, but dead. 7, as you're looting through, you do not find these any money. You do not find cultist daggers or cultist stuff like you're used to. However, what you do find is, as you're kind of like going through, is like you don't find anything, and you check more pockets and don't find anything, and you go to check again, and you even feel for like a chain or something underneath. And as you kind of go and pull that shirt back to look for like a necklace, something of value here, you realize that it seems like they are dressed in these robes over regular like dark black clothes.
Guys, this is new.
Do I see a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old in this room?
Oh,
No.
oh,
All right.
yowzes! That was a dark thought, but clever.
No. They all like looking, having that moment. You look around the room. They all seem. I mean, none of them seem like children. They all seem, no children. Age varies, as does race amongst the bodies in here, but no.
Yeah. Anything with horns I can cut off?
Nothing with horns.
Here's what I know.
Fooled again.
This one's
7. I'd like for you to roll a d12 for me.
Oh, fuck.
Keep going, Emmett.
Here's what I know. This guy's dead. That's it. I'm gonna check the rest of the bodies just to be safe, but I don't see.
Yep, that's the one.
John and Lynn.
I like that you know that by my hand
You
gesture.
said that
So
you heard them speaking earlier.
I heard
Maybe
someone
they were
speaking.
poisoned
That's a
because they
2.
were alive.
Okay, thank you.
Oh
Well,
god. Oh god. I don't know if that's good or bad.
We've also seen
Seth.
we've seen these cultists if that's what they are. We've seen them disappear, haven't we? I mean, we don't really know what their capabilities are in the first place.
Yeah. Are these really cultists though?
I don't know.
I don't know. I
They're
think
black
these
underneath.
people
They
were
don't
poisoned.
They don't usually wear black underneath. This could be.
As I'm talking, I'd like to medicine check everyone, just like to make sure everyone pulse is still dead. I guess just
That's
walking
fair.
around the room.
Yeah, I'll give you some time to do that. Each body you go and check in time seems to be dead. I'm not going to let you check everyone right now because we're still. This is but it's like you move from this one to this one as you guys are having this conversation. Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. We're in real time, Meta. You're moving and checking each body.
Right.
Checking the
check out
body.
this bar real quick. See if I can see anything in there.
Okay, you're gonna come down on the normal floor.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you spider climb still activated. You walk down, seeing this whole situation. Yeah, you can see. Again, I'll move this just so you know that there are stairs that lead up to another structure, right? And there's doors at either end. So this is underneath. It's like a bar. There's like barrels and crates and stuff back here. You can see like there's cabinets and stuff. It looks like a bar set up in like an inn or a tavern.
I'd like to investigate. I'd like to check out these cabinets. Do I see anything in the cabinets? Do I see anything behind the crates, behind the barrels?
Go ahead and make an investigation check. You're gonna kind of hop the bar and start searching around. So go for it.
Hey, while he's doing that, can I because this all seems a little weird, especially seeing that there's black on the robe. There's black underneath the robes, which generally isn't the case. Is there I'm going to look around the room, I guess, or just see if I see anything else out of place or out of sorts, because I feel like we're being tricked or deceived right now.
Okay. Make a perception check for me to just kind of scan the room after you made this encounter. Emmett's still running around, gets to another person, also dead. You see Day jump behind. 17, you said?
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking
You're a
sweet
god.
Jesus!
You are
Can
a god
you
today.
fucking?
You're an actual
dude.
god today.
Mike is.
Dude, this is why this is why I have the camera, man. This
So
is why
good.
the camera exists.
So,
you can fucking.
Looking around, you don't necessarily see anything.
Such a god.
Of a goddamn D20.
What you do catch with your 27 is you notice up here from the door and like right along the side here is a small set of kind of like barely traceable colored footprints just kind of going on the floor.
What?
So Day, you're behind the bar searching for stuff. You got a 17, is that correct?
Yeah, 17 total.
Okay. Back here you find some normal stuff. There are various bottles of alcohol, some cups, like normal like bar stocked stuff. And then searching back behind some of these crates and some of these barrels, you pop a couple open. You notice that the first one is full of not full, but like a third of the way full maybe. But the bottom of it is just there's some kind of like just brown like linen blanket or something covering something that's like it's a third of the way full.
I'd like to pop because I remember on the way to get down here we accidentally popped the right barrel. I'd like to flip every kind of switch I can, even if it means putting beer all over the floor for a second.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
These are not none of these are tapped. It's just like a barrel
Oh.
with like the wooden stopper on the top. So you've taken the lid off of one and you can see at about a third of the way down, it's like a third full of something and then it has a blanket thrown over
I'd
it.
like to reach in and pull everything out until I can like see what's actually in there. I'm really looking all over the place here.
Okay, you pull this blanket out and kind of throw it on the ground behind you, and you reveal all of you can hear this kind of like clanging as he pulls this blanket out and throws it down. And you look down, and there's a barrel full of an assortment of daggers. There's like maybe 15 or 20 daggers in the bottom of this barrel. They all look different, however, they all have one similar quad. They're all this very shiny kind of like white metal. They're silvered. They are silver daggers.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
I'd like to go through each of these barrels before I start, looting stuff. Of course, I'd like to pick up as much of it as I can. This sounds like it would sell nicely.
Yeah, I want to taste. Do I hear the commotion and walk over? Because meta wants to taste.
You heard the like he pulled the blanket out and some of them like clattered around inside of the barrel.
No,
I probably you heard that as you are like you found you see these like a trail of these footprints going this way. And then you hear
some footsteps. Stupid. What are you doing?
Footsteps. I'm gonna go check out the footprints.
I mean footprints. But also, I'm gonna go check out what he's doing over there because I want to taste the money. I want to taste the money.
Do the footprints look like the same ones from upstairs?
You walk over to where he said he saw footprints, and
Emmett.
I'm assuming you
Emmett.
wait enough to point those out to him.
Emmett, you investigate these footsteps. I am going to go over there because I could have sworn I heard money.
They look similar to the footprints you had earlier. And
Emmett, before you go upstairs, be sure that one of us gets to the other side of the stairs too. We don't want anything running out the other way as you're running up. You understand?
Copy.
Oh, balls.
I'll walk to the foot of the stairs. The north foot. Yeah. I won't go up yet, but
yeah, step over and body,
hey, Seven.
These footprints.
Help me unload all these barrels. Let's see what else is in here.
I thought you never asked.
You pop open the barrels, similarly covered, removing the blankets. You could find there's a barrel that has daggers, one that has a mixture of short swords and long. And then there's another one that just has lots of various there's a couple small necklaces, a couple of bracelets and rings. Similarly, everything in each one of these barrels it's an assortment. There's different makes and different sizes and stuff like that, but they're all silver weapons, and this is all silver jewelry.
Ooh, I want some of this, and I'm generous because we're friends now. So I'll take whatever. I just want to taste. Yes,
I would like for you two to make perception checks as well while you're looting stuff. At disadvantage.
Oh, balls. Disadvantage.
Yeah, we're gonna see if you notice anything while you're clanging through a bunch of metal.
I got 18 total.
18 with disadvantage.
Is this disadvantage, dude?
Yeah, I got a nat 20 and a 16.
Hey,
damn,
that's nice.
Come on, luck. Come on, luck. Oof, that's a 10. That's a 10. That sucks. That is a 20. Fucking bullshit. Fucking
okay.
God damn it.
I know your modifier is not quite that high, so you don't really notice anything. 7 Day, you and 7 are both going through all this stuff, and hey, you got a little cache of stuff. This is nice. You're collecting something, sorting through it all. As the metal's clang, though, you can hear very faintly above you what sounds like footsteps. You hear something. Not it's almost careful and quiet, but it's the unmistakable sound of
there are people above me. I immediately run down to the bottom left stairs.
Let's go.
I ditch all the stuff in the stuff to the foot of the stairs.
Hey, you're gonna get here. You hop over the bar.
Here's just a me question. Mm-hmm. Do we actually do this? I know we do this for us, and so that everybody knows that we're not.
You're
saying
not
anything
actually doing that. It's just to signify for when I know it's a mental message. No, it'd be you just having a thought, but you can communicate that way. So no, you do not physically do that in character. That's just to differentiate when it's being.
Can we start doing this in character? It
can be completely up to you if you'd like to.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down.
Just RP it later.
Yeah, just so that if I see one of you guys,
next time you get a message, if you want to respond, you can do it, and you can say, "I literally do this," and say,
yeah, because I think this is a good signal for anybody in eyeshot to know that Day is talking to us.
You're right.
Yeah. 7.
I mean, again, the only thing there is that depends on if you if 2 guards had you guys at spear point and were asking you questions and see you touching your heads and looking intently at each other, they can kind of assume something's.
What if? Wait. Yeah. What if? All right. What if instead of a tap, it's a scratch? So we just do a little temple, or just maybe scratch or touch your face.
Wait. We'll get there later. I feel like we're having time on this, and it doesn't need.
Do all this in character at some point.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
7. There are people above you right now. If you could watch the doors, Emmett and I run up here real quick and see what's going on.
All right. Yep.
Can I see Day take the other stairs?
I mean, you saw him run over to the other. Yeah, you got here.
He has a torch, right? Yeah.
He has a torch. Yeah. You guys can see. Okay.
I'm gonna start slowly making my way up the steps then to the door.
Okay. You are. We'll get you up to the door, so to speak. 7. What are you doing? Are you just looting?
Well, he asked me to go to the door, so I guess I'm gonna loot as much as I can, and I guess we'll go through all the loot that we find later.
Well, I'm asking, are you taking time to take stuff now, or are you going to the door? Like this is
Oh,
this is
all right,
happening.
you know,
They're doing stuff. Stuff is.
fuck it. I'm just gonna go. However much I was able to take before he ran off. I'm just gonna take that and walk over to the door once they start walking.
Okay.
The other door.
We'll just give you a literal one of every. You grabbed one out of every barrel option,
Mhm.
and we're gonna keep making the rounds. But now you've run over. You're gonna plant yourself by the door, kind of.
I disguise self as man, what's her name? Yaren?
Yarn?
Close. Yashel? I
Yashel.
don't think you've seen Yashel.
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 Isn't Yashel their mother?
Oh,
She was just a lady.
Yeah, I've seen her.
He saw her. He was there.
Yeah,
He just
I was right
walked
there.
Yeah,
away.
we're all there.
Oh, sorry. I have in my notes that Yashel was the mother. That's not the mother's
Well,
name.
that's wrong.
Okay,
No.
cool. Good to know. Deleted that.
Oh,
from my
Yashel.
notes.
She was an old
Yashel.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 children, a 10-year-old, a
right.
girl, and
You turn
boys.
into your show.
I
and
give
you
him a
get
thumbs
up to
up.
the top of the stairs, right?
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm.
Taking notes is important.
Okay. I mean, there's a door in front of each one. Like, there's a door.
Emmett, how we
into
playing this?
whatever this chamber. By the way, when you disguise yourself, your spider climb is done.
Oh, that sucks.
Ha.
So you disguise yourself, but you are now concentrating on that.
Okay.
Follow my lead, and I open the door. Little pirates, we've come to rescue you.
Okay. You open the door, and you walk in. There is it's completely dark, but you can see, so it's fine. In the center of the room is a similar looking altar like you saw in the key.
Not again.
And what you see are these large glass cylinders, almost like, I guess, like as tall as you are, kind of lining the corners of the room, filled with this sickly green liquid. Hard to make out what it is. And that's it. You see the door on the other side.
Is there anyone else in here?
Not that you see. I mean, you can make a perception check if you like.
Yeah, do I see anyone?
Close the door behind you.
Are you in here?
No.
Get in here.
I come in, and I close the door behind me very quickly, and I go, "What are you doing here?" As I'm looking at Emmett.
Okay.
Yashel. Your little orphans, they stole stuff from me. And I was just trying to find
They
it.
did not. How dare you?
They did do that, and I'm just assuming. Are you here? Are you with them?
Evan, I'm assuming you're keeping an eye out by the door.
Yeah,
correct?
can I hear them?
You can hear this conversation now because this is all audible and like a bit of a performance.
All right, having seen both of them enter through opposite doors, and now
Right.
this conversation, I'm aware because I saw Day switch himself.
Correct. Yeah,
that.
you know it's him. This is the you get what they're trying to do. You're not confused by this. But if
I'm
you're
moving.
like keeping an eye out, go ahead and make a perception check.
All right, I'm
We
keeping an
both
eye out.
closed
and
the
listening
doors
to the-
behind us, though, right?
What? You didn't say
You
that.
close your door, Emmett did not.
I haven't
close
closed mine yet. I
Oh.
don't think.
it. So just
All right.
keep it
Well,
moving.
while I'm
So,
listening to
perception.
this,
Mhm.
all right, let me roll perception. Okay.
Emmett, door.
I slowly
Get
start.
outta here.
I closed my door.
Okay.
That is a 8. I'm out of luck, and
I think it's like a 10,
perception
right?
is
You have a +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eyeballing the room to see if I see any footsteps, any movement. Like, I don't know, like maybe the wall moves. I have no idea. I'm looking for something. This feels weird. I knew I heard footsteps, right? So you said perception.
Go for it. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah. 20
Yeah, you
total.
You can.
Did you hear that?
Okay.
Oh, what? Oh, I
You-
make a perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 20 total.
I got a 16 total.
Damn, what the fuck, man?
Okay. You see all of this stuff, but
Yeah.
you guys, neither of you notice anything else. I mean, you
Okay.
shut your doors. It's lit in here. There's like the reflection off of this, whatever it is, in these glass cylinders with the torchlight kind of like reflecting off of them. There's this big, like, dark metal altar with this, like, kind of torn and kind of the edges of it are a little burnt, where there's just a green cloth draped over it.
Does the altar have the markings that the older ones had? Like, does it have like runes, all the above?
Yeah, but this one's like the others were almost like more makeshift or cobbled together. This is like this was made to be some kind of weird cultist demon altar. Like this is the first kind of real altar you've seen, so to speak.
Oh,
like you know what it is because you've seen attempts at recreating it, and this is like the real deal. So it's a there's no mistaking what that is.
Oh boy. Have I ever seen anything like these green holder of gel whatever cube things are? Oh my god. We're in like Dean's science lab.
I'd like to consult with Casmine.
Size is the right like there it's like as this tube is as big as you are. It's just this big glass tube with this
Is there anything in
like
it?
cylinder of green liquid. There's that weird yellowy green.
No 5-6-year-olds inside of it?
No. Would have announced that.
Yeah, I know. I was making a joke. Sorry, Day, go for it.
Dark jokes.
I'd like to consult with Casmine, see if he reaches out to me. Casmine, are you there? We found another altar in some green casks, some green tubes. I'm not sure. You may see through my eyes. See what I see. What shall we do? We've been led here. You told me to keep moving forward. We are here. Do you see?
I want you to make a persuasion check for me. Add advantage.
Nat 20, baby.
Oh! So, Day, you hear him pleading and like with his hands reaching forward like that, and he's calling out to Casmine.
Right.
And for a moment, there's this flash, and you can see how his eyes just flash over with this kind of a yellow-white light. Day, you are for the purposes of this unconscious. Like you're calling out to Casmine, and then there's nothing for you. I'll get back to you, but for right, like your last thing is what you just did, and then Emmett, you see his eyes like flash over, and his hands drop to his sides. He's looking kind of like straight at you, very purposefully, and stern. You see him kind of lower his brow for a moment, and he like looks to the cylinders to the left and to the right in the corners of this room, and looks at this altar. You see him approach it very slowly, and he kind of takes his hand and just runs his hand across the, like tracing the wrinkles and the folds on the cloth for a minute, and even the edge of the metal and the symbols and the runes and everything with two of his fingers, just intently kind of looking at it, though his eyes are still just this burning energy.
Casmine, is that you?
He's still just looking down, traces over it, circles around the other side, and you hear still kind of, there's almost that overlap, right? It's almost like a vocal effect where you're hearing Day and Casmine at the same time. And you recognize it because you've spoken to Casmine before. And you just hear, curious, suppose I've underestimated them just a bit. He just walks, you see him still just looking over this altar and kind of stuck, but did respond to you. 7, you can hear this conversation happen, and you definitely hear the difference in that voice. You two have recognized and heard this voice before.
Right.
Oh, right. So I could hear Kaz, huh?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so like when I'm using that voice, at least for right now, it's like you're hearing Day and Casmine speaking as one. There's like that weirdo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Totally.
Okay. Weird.
What is it? What? Casmine.
Yeah.
Oh, go
I'm
for it.
gonna say, hey, what are you guys doing up there?
As that shouts, you see him like turn his head and look over, like kind of almost past you towards the, and then look to you, Emmett. He just says, "Subtle, nice touch."
Not our strongest suit, I'll be honest.
See him stand up and like walk over to you very quickly, just like face to face, right in front of you. Just says, "What are you doing here?"
We followed a pair of orphans down here. They stole all of my stuff. We discovered this in a tattoo shop in Cadwallon in the upper city. And we discovered this room. There's actually dead cultists all outside, downstairs.
He kind of like puts a hand on your chest and like pushes you to the side, quite forcefully too. It's not
Yeah.
anything painful, but it's a little alarming how quickly and easily it is for him to like push you. He walks down. Seven, you can see Day come out of the stairs, but you see his eyes are flash
I follow
with
for sure.
yellow and white energy. Yeah.
Oh.
He heads down. He like stands at the top of the stairs and surveys the scene, just slowly walking down.
I give him a
gets
little
past
wave.
everyone.
Hey, Cass.
Looks around. Turns back to you, Emmett. And this is about money, I assume. Is
It's
that
not.
why you're here?
It's not money. It's stuff that we found in the tower.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, no, it's not all about money. And then you hear me trying to shove the silver things that I took deeper into my. Not all about money.
He glances to you, Seven, and then back to you, Emmett, and he says, "It's the last time, boys. Why are you here, and what are you looking for?"
I had a cask of I found in the tower, this old ring case, and it looks to forge them, and I think it's special. And these kids, they stole all of my stuff. I mean, it's not just money. I don't care about the money. It's everything else. I have trinkets that have value, and specifically the rings.
The rings, and his, you see Day, his face curls into this kind of like overly exaggerated, very sort of sinister grin. It's just a big smile, but it's a little creepy. And these eyes are just burning and looking right at you.
I don't think there's anything else. I'm not trying to lie. I may be forgetting what else I had on me.
He steps forward, with you all kind of gathered here. He steps forward and puts his hand like up on the side of your cheek, kind of in this small, gentle caress, and just gives you like the little pat. He says, "Oh, come on. What are you looking for, Emmett?"
I think he's gonna kiss him now.
He walks over, and you see him just kind of like hop up over the bar, back around where everything is, and begins looking through some things.
I want answers. I want answers to everything. Why isn't Dear Ghost talking to me?
You see him kind of stand up and spin around, those eyes locked on you from across the room again. And how long ago was it that you spoke with him?
Years.
That's what I thought. Goes back to searching through the barrels. You can hear him clanging, and he's like pulling stuff out and just dropping it to the floor. You even see him like pick up a barrel, kind of like over his head, and upturn it with just swords and everything dumping and clattering onto the ground. But I mean, he just picked up this whole barrel and upturned it, tossed it off to the side. The barrel just off to the side.
What are you looking for?
I do believe I asked you first. And gives a small chuckle.
I mean, I had a water skin and a torch and a tinderbox and rope and a mess kit and a hammer and a bedroll.
You see him raise his hand up and kind of like over his shoulder in the like stop talking gesture. And he pulls his other hand up out of the barrel, and he is holding a necklace that is covered in holy symbols. And
I say, hi, you just got shushed.
Dad, I was looking for that. Why would they take that? I don't is that important? It's just trinkets.
He tosses them over on top of the bar, and they just kind of clatter and just lay there between you and...
I walk to it and I pick it up, I guess.
Okay. You retrieve it and kind of put it on and
shove it down.
Mm-hmm.
They're symbols of other religions. Other houses of worship. I've been collecting them on my journeys over the past 10 years, but they're not special. They don't do anything.
No, they don't do anything, but they mean something, don't they? You see that smile crack across his face again.
Yeah, I mean, to me, what does that have to do with it?
You see him kind of reach into his pocket again, and he pulls out this tiny, kind of like a fat marble. So it's small, but it's not like literal marble size.
Okay.
It's about the size of the glass eye, but you guys now see it as this small red orb with bits of black and white swirling through it.
Is that
you
Day's orb
remember
that
now.
he always has?
No. It's the other one that we found. No.
So you see him pull it out, and he just kind of looks at it, smiles, and just says, "Clever. Even trying to hide from me. That's fair. I can admire that, I suppose." And he kind of like literally boops himself on the nose. And as he does, you see the flicker of the vision kind of like burn off from the eyes and like almost come away like ashes off of a firewood, and it's gone. And then Day, you come back to, and you are standing in the middle of this room, facing Emmett and Seven, and you are holding this tiny, that small red orb, and you're just holding it in your hand.
What happened?
Wait, wasn't that red orb the one that we took from that fucking?
It is,
freaking
except the
cult?
last time all you guys saw was some freaky stuff that happened, and then there was this giant-sized
Eyeballs.
glass eye, and you
Yeah.
thought you lost this orb, and now it's about the same size as the tiny glass.
So it's returned, almost.
No, it seems like they switch sizes. Like he literally has one was much bigger, and one was the size of like a tiny eyeball. Except now it seems like they literally switched sizes.
So now Cass's ball is way big, and this one is marble sized. The original one.
You
Or the
left
other
a
one?
giant glass eyeball back in the keep, and they told you he didn't know what happened to this orb, and now he's holding a tinier version
Gotcha.
of it in
I
his
remember.
hands.
Yeah. Day, I think Hasmin took over your body, and
Oh, I guess I asked him to.
yeah, well, it worked.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He
What do you mean he didn't say anything?
He
What did
didn't
he do?
say anything. He looked at the altar and said he's being extremely cryptic. And I gotta be honest, I think this is the time for some answers.
Okay, did you find your stuff?
I found just the necklace. He said it's important somehow, but I don't understand.
Well, how about
I'd like to
how
go
about
to
you
the
don't get
barrels
mugged?
and well, okay, thank
Okay.
you. Fair. I won't get mugged next time. And I would like to upend them and see if the rest of my stuff is in the bottom of the rest of them, I guess. Like if
Okay,
I can
you-
pile shit
yeah.
out.
Uh-oh, we lost somebody. Hey.
He back.
Oh, what the fuck?
Not
Hey,
great.
Mike.
Sure.
Welcome back, Mike. Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah, you get over to some of the other few barrels that weren't upturned, and you you go to heft it up. You pick up the dagger barrel fairly easily. I mean, it's hefty, but you're strong enough. You pick it up and just turn it over. Not quite like Casmine, but still. Yeah, you dump all these daggers out on the ground, sifting through, and there's nothing. There's one that's got like a bunch of necklaces in it. The jewelry, you pick that one up and dump it over and begin sifting through. You don't find anything else. There's no money. There's no like coins. You don't find that case. Well, make an investigation check. I'll let that happen. Initially, you don't see anything.
It's an 8.
Yeah, you don't find anything extra. There's just all these different silvered, varies weapons and bits of jewelry and rings and stuff like.
I don't know. Does I clutch the necklace? Does it feel different at all?
No, I mean it's
No,
like
it's
even
just-
inspecting it, it's not missing anything. It's not. No,
Trinkets.
like it's your necklace.
Do I? As far as I know, I've just collected these from separate temples and just over the years as like a keepsake of people I've worked with and.
Sure. So what are you asking?
No, I guess I'm just talking out loud. I don't know why this would be important, unless Casmine's talked about my deity, the person I follow. He talked about him in, I think, some sort of war against the cult, whoever the cultists follow. But maybe they're all real, or people think they're real and they're fighting each other. I don't know what to think right now. Day, is Casmine still there?
What would you want to ask him?
He talked about upstairs at the altar. He said something about them like being further along, that they're surprising him. He seemed surprised that by this whole scene, that whatever he's going against and looking for, that they're going against him, and they're further along than he thought they would be.
If he knows that, and if he has something to say to me, I think he will. If he was in my body and he had anything that we needed to hear, I think that we would have heard it.
You don't think that right now? Look around us. There's something to be said. He knows something.
I try to reach out to him again. Kasmin, is there anything else that you can tell us? Is there anything else that we should know to help further our journey?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me. This one's just flat.
9 plus 2, I think. 9 plus 5, 14.
Okay. You call out to Kasmin once more, but you do not hear or feel any different. There seems to be no response.
Okay.
Does the orb feel different? He pulled it out. It's got to be special. It's got to be important.
Not that I can tell or feel at the moment. Do I feel anything
It's
different?
about the size of your glass eye. It's tiny.
It's smaller, I'll tell you that.
He pulled it out and said, it's hiding from me. Trying to hide from me. That's all I got. I wish I knew more, Day.
When the gods fight each other, sometimes it's best that we remain ignorant.
Done and done.
I disagree.
Let's pick up what we can and get out of here. I don't like it in here. We're underground. This is unsafe. Let's pick up one of those green casks. Pick up as much silver as we can from these barrels.
There has to be more. Get out of here. This can't be it. I go behind the bar and I start shoving everything I can out of like every cubby hole. I want to wreck the whole thing and try to find, like, I'm pressing on the walls. I'm trying to find some sort of switch.
Give me another investigation check. You guys see Emmett kind of go back. He's literally like knocking bottles to the floor, and
there has to be something
kind of
more.
Recklessly.
This can't be it. 17.
You do not find any switches or anything, so to speak. Though, as you clear out some of the bottles underneath the cabinets behind them, you do come across a small little book.
What does it look like?
Just a little, like, regular leather book, like a little notebook.
Oh.
I'll hold it up. I open it. What's on the cover? What's inside?
Inside of it, it seems to be like a logbook would be there, like a record of transactions. So there are names with, like, none of the names mean anything to you right now, but they're literally like almost like tabs. There's a couple names where it says someone has, like, like still owes for 5 drinks. There's someone else owes for like a couple of bottles of wine.
What's in the book?
There's a couple of people that literally have, like, values written next to their name, not in the same way that, like, a tab would look like. You see a couple of names that stand out. None of them that you recognize. Like, let me hold on one second. I need to pull up my thingy. A couple of these names have, like, a value next to them, like 200, 300.
Okay. Power levels.
Sure.
Powerful.
You do, flipping through this book, you see Jet.
I see what? Sorry, Jet?
You see Jet's and
I'm not trying to make this frustrating or anything, but I didn't catch the whole thing. Sorry.
Yeah. You cut out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to continue I just stop when you start talking. You see Jet's name, and it has a 600 next to it.
Jesus. Jet's name is in this book. What else? Any other ones I recognize?
No, I gave you the only one that you recognize.
Cool.
Then there's about there's like a good, I don't know, maybe 10 or 20 pages, like beyond that, that are like ripped out. You can see where the pages were torn from the book, but like there's a big just section in the middle. That's like the first few pages where you just see it's 3-4 pages of just like drink tabs. Stuff like that. Then you get into this. There's like a page or two that has a scattering of names. A lot of them have like minimal. I'm talking like 10 25, 15, like low values.
Right.
There's like a couple that are in the hundreds, and then you do see Jet's name at 600.
Is that the
and
biggest?
Then, oh yeah.
What?
And
the
then
fuck?
beyond that is just like 20, 40 pages that are torn out of the book. And beyond where the torn pages are all missing is just a bunch of blank paper.
All right. I'm just noting all that. This book has names in it. I walk from the bar back to them. I don't know what this means, but there's about 10 to 20 pages. I don't know. There's pages missing in the back of it. Jet's name is in this. There's some sort of value system on these names. I can't really tell, but Jet seems to have the biggest one. What does he have to do with all of this?
What is he? Man, I'm still not sold on who these guys are. I don't know
Same.
why. I don't know why these guys are dressed differently from the other guys that we found.
Well, upstairs, there's a whole ceremony place. So I'm kind of leaning that they are actually cultists.
You think they're working for him?
Do you think they were waiting for him? I guess that's possible.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
That
maybe
actually makes a lot of sense.
Maybe they're waiting for another. Maybe they're waiting for
Can
another sacrificial ceremony.
Can I put the book on the table in front of me and cast Identify as a ritual spell? Like, take 10 minutes?
Sure, you begin doing that. You sit at a table with this book in front of you, and you're preparing your identify.
Give me about 10 minutes. I'm gonna see if there's anything else in this book that I can't see with my eyes.
Are either of you doing anything, or we just want to let that 10 minutes happen?
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
okay to
figure
just
there's
let
not
that
a
10 minutes.
There's not a whole lot of.
Okay, one time.
I would like to pick up as many worthwhile things from these barrels that I can possibly pick up, and I'm looking for things that'll sell for a lot.
Okay, you guys are looting the room. Noted. I'll tell you what you pick up.
Yeah, cool. We looting, man. We're just filling. We're filling ourselves up.
You're grabbing what you can.
Grabbing what we can.
Emmett, your 10-minute finishes. Your identify tells you that it's a leather bound. Nothing extra or fancy going on here. Nothing hidden. It's just a leather. It's a note. What's written in it is different. But
there's got to be something more. I'm gonna walk back to the ritual room.
Okay. You are there. You go back upstairs.
A ritual spell Identify on the altar. I don't know. I can't think of that word. Just so frustrated.
Okay, so another 10 minutes. So you guys are still looting. Do you want to still just be looting as Emmett goes?
Yeah, definitely looting.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Well, I mean, he's
kind of want to grab one of these cylinders too. I don't know what this cylinder is about.
I'm gonna help him out, man. I'm gonna walk up. I didn't go upstairs earlier. I want to walk upstairs and take a look around.
You get upstairs with Emmett, and you see crazy demon altar. There's these huge glass cylinders filled with this yellowy green liquid that is transparent. The altar has one of those same kind of green cloth that the cloaks is made out of, where you can see that it is kind of shredded and torn in places, curled and burned at all the edges, draped across this table, and Emmett is kind of standing in front of it, performing some sort of doing his identify ritual.
Can I use Mage Hand to take some of the goo out? I'd like to. Is there could I see an opening in the little?
It's a
container?
solid glass tube. Does not look like it has a top or an opening. It's literally just this. It's just.
So we're gonna have to break this thing open.
I mean, you could.
All right, I'm not. I'm scared.
I was thinking about
They're
that's
big. These things are 6 feet tall. They're as big as you guys are. And there's a couple standing in the corner. There's one laid down on the ground, and they're full of whatever this liquid is. 10 minutes passes. Oh, go ahead.
Can I check for any like secret compartments that might be anywhere?
Make an investigation check because you're gonna search the room.
Yeah. I'm gonna be patting. Come on, focus, you fucking stupid camera. God damn it. All right, well, fuck it. I don't know why the camera's all fucked up. It's a 17. I don't know. Fucking goddamn. Fucking there it
It's
is.
a
There
17.
it is. Fucking.
What's your total?
For investigation, it's a 17 plus. Where is my mouse? There's my mouse. Investigation is 1. 18.
18. Okay.
There it is.
Searching the room,
No.
You won't find any. I mean, the room itself is very bare, apart from the altar and these big glass cylinders full of this liquid. You don't really see anything. There's no like hollow wall or anything. You're kind of like tapping on the walls and checking for the floor and stuff too. You don't notice anything secret, and you feel like you gave it a good run. Like you checked pretty hard. There doesn't seem to be anything secret in this room.
I'm gonna tell Emmett, man. I'm pretty good at this finding traps kind of deal. I don't see. Oh man, I checked this room top to bottom. I don't see a damn thing. Not one damn thing anywhere. I really give it a good once over.
Emmett, your ritual completes, and identifying this altar, you don't really get anything magical. No. I mean, you definitely get. It itself isn't magical currently. You do get a school of magic. Pertain to like how this thing is because of how identify works, which throws you off a little bit because if it itself isn't magic but it has a school of magic, what does that mean? Your best guess is the sense of like this can be used in rituals and magic practices to do something. Sure, maybe almost like a focus would be for any kind of other spellcaster, and this is definitely tied to necromancy.
Well, I don't think I've learned anything more than usual. 7, if I do something really stupid, you have my back.
Yeah. What do you have in mind? I'm 1,000. Now you're speaking my language, man.
I'm still down
the
at
deities
the-
were
am I
stealing.
Yeah, you were looting stuff.
Yeah.
This is you still. Yeah, you're basically gathering stuff up. This has only been 20 minutes, so this is you really packing stuff in to gather as much loot as you can.
I'm
ready.
I'm getting really tired of not having answers, especially being so far into this. This is underneath Cadwallon. This is in the city. This is beyond the swamps.
Yeah, this is as close to home as it gets.
Yes.
This is pretty dangerous stuff, and we have no idea what's going on.
Yes.
We don't know who these people are. We don't know what they have to do with a jet. We don't know why this is under 3 dwarves. Do you think those dwarves? I remember they seemed like they weren't lying to us or you guys when you said, I don't know how I know this, but
From what I can
it seemed
tell,
like they were being honest at the time. I don't know what they would have to do with deal or benefit from these shenanigans. So yeah, I'd like some answers too. What do you have in mind?
Dave, why don't you make one last investigation check for me while you're looting, and you guys carry on upstairs.
Well, I have a second idea.
Total.
Okay.
What was the total?
12.
Okay. You're still looting.
I'm going to cast Zone of Truth just around this room in whatever covers like 15 feet, I guess, because I think that's all it is.
Okay. So, I mean, like a good half of this room. It could be the corner where you and him are. It could be on the altar.
Kind of on the altar to kind of get around as much as I can.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, cast on the altar is going to be the room because it's
okay. Perfect.
Yeah, so,
Perfect.
Boom.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth. I'm gonna walk up to the altar. Is anyone here? It's worth a shot.
Let me hold on. I'm gonna look up Zone of Truth to make sure I'm.
I do know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. At the very least,
it is a saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so 7. Make a charisma save.
Me?
Yeah.
You are in the room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's gonna hurt me. What'd you just do?
I'm.
I got a 15.
You pass. You're fine.
Okay.
You don't have to tell the truth.
So you know that he made a save.
Right.
You also, because of the nature of the spell, know that something else made it.
Something else made the save.
Two creatures passed a saving throw. Seven and something.
Yep. I look.
Two creatures.
Oh. Ooh,
Seven.
ooh. I mean, I make the noise after he tells me.
7. Stand on that door.
Oh no, wait.
And I'm gonna go to the other door. And stand in front of it, so that we're both blocking. I know that you're in here. I don't know who you are. I'm beginning to think that my little pirates are not actually pirates. If you have something to do with the cultists, know that we will find you. If you are scared, and you don't want to be found by them in the first place, know that we're here to protect you. It's time to reveal yourself.
As you say that, you can see coming out of the altar is almost like think of like an ink cloud would be, like from an octopus in the water. Like literally just coming out of the top of it is this just kind of like small, just cloud of ink, slowly rising and filling and spreading this inky blackness into the room. It extends out towards you, Seven, and you as well, Emmett, just like emanating like a cloud filling this room. And the entire room eventually falls dark. You both have dark vision.
Fucking little man. I know it's the fucking...
Yeah.
You can't see anything. Your vision goes black.
Even with dark vision?
Even with dark vision.
Dude.
It's kind of one of those that's happening, and you're like, I don't care, I can see in the dark, and then it washes over you, and you're both completely blind.
Fuck it. Go on.
You, Seven, I need you to make a acrobatics check, and this is gonna be a disadvantage.
What the fuck?
You are being surprised.
Yeah, me is surprised. Come on, dice.
Yo.
All right, that's a 15. Okay.
So what's your total?
Oh, wait, that was the first roll. Second roll is an 18.
Nice.
And acrobatics is my strong.
+5, right?
So it's +5, so it's 20. 20 on me.
Okay. I rolled an 18, and I got a 23.
Damn!
Oh, no way.
It's fucking shit, dude. I cast sleep. God damn it.
Okay. Are you casting sleep?
Yes.
Okay. So as a reaction to this, which I'll allow, you're gonna cast sleep. Go ahead and roll sleep for me.
I forgot how to roll sleep.
So it is 5d8. So roll 5d8 and give me that total. Seven, as you're casting the sleep, this is what you're reacting to by casting sleep. It goes dark and you realize you can't see, and you can feel like very slender arms like kind of wrap around you as if from like behind you, even though you're in a corner against this door, and like grapple you. You are being grabbed onto and restrained. One hand comes up from around your shoulder and covers your mouth, and the other like locks your arms down at your sides against your body.
Wait, how many rolls was it? I'm sorry, how many rolls?
5d8.
Okay. All right,
So
I rolled 3 times.
Dude.
Roll 5 of them and then
guys
just give me the
done?
Can I start banging on the door?
I mean, you can. The door is also, I mean, it was open. You can just open it if you want to.
Ooh.
You open the door and then shut them, and
Cool.
you cast on a truth, set all this stuff. Yeah, this is just happening.
Yeah.
What's your total there, Seven?
So I got a 5, 5, 7, 8, 5. So it's a 15 plus 7 is 22 plus 8 is a 30.
30. What is your total hit points right now, Emmett?
31. LOL.
Yeah, lucky you. Okay, so you do cast a sleep spell, so expend the slot. You cast sleep, and hopefully if anything is 30 or hit points lower, you didn't hear anybody like drop or hit the ground, but you feel these arms wrap around you. You are currently restrained. Your mouth is covered, and you are like held in place by something. Seven, you and M can both hear. It's almost in a kind of a hushed, whispered tone. Day, give me perception in this moment to see if you hear this.
I tell you, I rolled a 3 and I got a +2. That's what I got.
Yeah, you're kind of too busy looting
I'm just looting, man.
to do anything. Right, so you just do your best to ignore this because you're not going to hear. Emmett, it's up to you. Emmett and Seven, you guys, especially you, Seven, it's almost kind of like, imagine if a head like from behind you came forward and was like whispering in your ear almost, speaking forward into the room. You hear what seems to be a female voice, and it says, "No, I made the save." It just says, "I do enjoy when I get visitors, but I'm rather busy. You'll have to excuse me."
Who is that? Who are you? Tell
We
me
will
what is
find
going
out.
on.
Next week.
Oh my
Shit.
gosh.
Wow.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
You're really gonna do us like that?
You're
Seth?
gonna do us like that? You're gonna
You're
hit
do
us
us like
with that?
that,
You're
Seth?
gonna do it
yeah.
like that? You're gonna hit us like that? You're
man.
gonna do it like that? Oh!
Samuel Sip in the
man.
chat.
Fuck!
Oh.